Kenapa setiap nelpon Okay, as usual, there's someone today coi có. Okay, as usual, there's someone today coi có. Okay, as usual, Ereko's here. So, welcome back to this channel, guys. And probably you've heard just now, oh my god, you know, every time at this hour somebody called me. So I got angry a little bit just now. But anyway, should be fine now. Okay, I already told the guy, he just called me tomorrow. Okay, so where were we? Ooh, yo, what's up? Hi, welcome to the stream. Smartly Frost, Ibang, hi Bang. I feel like watching this stream will poison me to full. I vote for fans and got F90. Yeah, oh boy, it's been a while. How are you? Hi Undertaker, welcome to the stream. Yeah, bro, I'm holding for anniversary banner. I put 700. This banner so expensive. I don't know about Gundam F92 new, but yeah, maybe for a broken unit of pilot. Banner like scene. Yo, I probably should, but it's 10 tank and we have a lot on this banner. I got another YouTuber in stream avatars. Oh, nice. Holiday. It's been a while, Fifi. Yeah, Undertaker. It's been a while. So, let me see. Ooh, look at that. The Gundam F91 is here. I'm doing good. Nice to know. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, only at this time I can have my peace, you know, and still people just bother me. Maybe I should turn off my phone. Let's go. Let's turn off my phone. Nobody can call me because I don't want to be disturbed. Okay. Yeah, you can find me tomorrow. You need to turn off your phone. Yes, exactly. You know, we're talking with it. That's why they bother you. I mean, like, I always have been a very conversable person. I don't know why. Like you know, a lot of people want to talk to me. Like, it does help, you know, like when I'm a streamer right now, you know, like I can have a conversation with all of you guys. Like you experience it yourself, you know, like it's very, how to say, like productive talking with me, you know, because I don't you know, force my own opinion to all of you guys, you know, like you do you, me do me, you see, like I'm just sharing my ideas, you all are, you know, sharing your ideas, etc., you know, like, yeah, Probably because my own personality is that I don't care about other people's lives. so yeah, I just take care of my own business. You do take care of your own business. We just share our thoughts and then we part ways. That's it. So probably that's why a lot of people want to talk with me, even at this hour, and that sucks. It's the most effective AFK sign you can put up. Yeah, collected more fun facts. Found a fossil of an extinct octopus. Almost died. I've been enjoying games and films that have been coming out. Ooh, nice. You're enjoying life. Hi, bro. Hi, bro. Good game, bro. Yes, bro. It's been great. I can relate to that. This time also is my game free time. I don't want to be called for work. Exactly, Smart Leaf. Yeah. But still, sometimes, because it's work, it's related to money. If you do want to get money, then you need to do that. No choice. You see? You want to test F91? Yes, I'm going to test F91. But first, I'm going to read the skills and abilities. As you can see, this is my first time opening the Eternal as of today. So I don't know what's new yet. Okay. So yeah, we will just gonna check out all the skills and abilities and all these new. What the hell? Why are all these notices new? Yeah, we're gonna check all of this and then test the units, and then after that, and there is new things. You can see at the bottom right corner beside my cat, like there is another gimmicky game. It's called Taskbar Hero. I can play RPG games while AFK. So it's just a mini thing. That's gonna be at the corner now. Okay. Hopefully my computer is strong enough to run all of this software all together. So yeah. That's a lie. You do force your opinion, such as your opinion that G Eternal is a fun game. No, not really. You guys decided that for yourself. Like, why are you even here if you don't like G Eternal? Like I just play it because it's quite fun for me. And so if you don't like it, you wouldn't be here in the first place. Like up, bro. Yes, bro. Introvert for the win. I have a fun story for you. Really, F91 new ability does block map weapons. I tested that earlier. Ooh, nice. See, I told you. Like, damage nullification is exactly the same meaning as damage reduction 100%. Like, what do you like? in every single RPG games, that's the most OP thing ever. Like it's there's an even more OP thing than that. Like damage reduction 100% for a certain duration. That's even more OP. But this is a turn-based game. There is no duration. So one hit of damage nullification is already good enough. Okay, I'm gonna hear it. It is from my childhood. Okay, but I don't know, like if it takes a long time, maybe we can chat in the Discord channel, okay? In my Discord channel. Like we have a lot of things to discuss tonight, especially like all of these new notices, okay? So I'm gonna start with the notices, okay? Sin Launcher, I was the one who forced you to play this game. Yeah, exactly. Silp is the one who brought me to this game. However, after you look at the banner, take a look at the development tree. There is one unit that will take your attention with a new mechanic. Ooh, okay, I will take a look at that. Okay, it's fun indeed, but Generation Tower sucks you. 91 damage, bigger than God Gundam. That's what we're gonna test. Okay, we will see. But first, we're gonna check out. Okay, there is a bug. 30th of June. Where is the bug? Character voice lines sometimes fail to play audio when certain map weapons are used. Okay, the character voices sometimes do not get played back properly. Okay, only that. So, 1k plus units, 100 plus works. What is this? Well, everything now have features over 1000 units, 100 works. Ooh, free diamonds, 1000 diamonds for everyone. Always welcome to get that, we do like free stuff. So the Master League ends, and the next Master League is gonna be on space test type and white. Wow. So the league is right. Yeah, the league is on spot. So this means that every single Gundam can be used in here. Not every single one, but like almost every single Gundam is white. So we have a lot of options to choose from in here, okay? because the test type is not really that popular, so the white tag really helps you a lot. Like everybody can use their favorite units in here, unless you are a racist people. You see, like you should go with white because Gundam is white. Right now, the funniest I can do is open my own SD gen while watching BBC. I will click the wrong screen. Yeah, but it's okay, Undertaker. Like if you do want to share it right now, like it's up to you. Okay, I'm definitely gonna read it, and we're all gonna enjoy it together. Okay, like tonight is a chill night. Okay, hopefully I do have enough time to discuss everything tonight. But then again. God Gundam still does more damage. Doesn't have the survivability of the F91. Now we got a unit that can change from attacker to defender, right? F91. Oh, nice. I got a little bit of time and Gundam. Okay, let's go. Eternal Road. There's a new Eternal Road Mobile Suit Gundam F91. Okay, so if you do full the F91, it's gonna help you in the Eternal Road. But as usual, after a while, you should be able to do the Eternal Road by just using development units only. Now this is the Fierce Enemy Assault. Okay, we still don't know what this guy can do, so we will take a look at that. Then data update notes, the point unit has been added up to level max. Okay, this is a new mission for all of you guys. And then there is, what is this? Additional celebration panel mission. Oh, is this a free unit? Nice, we get an F80 gun rate, a free unit, Beam Saber Short Beam Rifle Missile Launcher. It's an attacker. Okay, hopefully this is gonna be quite okay. And you are given a free SP conversion chip. But this is an F91 SP conversion chip, so it's not necessarily should be used on this guy. So we're gonna take a look at the unit that is very much worth SP converting, like using this chip. Okay. Now after that we have a music pack. Doesn't concern me because I never listen to your music pack at all. It's full of copyright, and so I do listen to Ragnarok background music. Okay, so look at it. It's a unlock music. Okay, there are a ton of unlock music there. Eternal Pass 2. Okay, this is for the pay-to-win players. Definitely really great because it gives you SSP conversion chip. If you do want to SSP a lot more units, then definitely take this one. And then after that, 9 million downloads value diamond packs on sale now. Nice, more packs contain diamond 1500. Blah blah blah. I think you guys are more of an expert on this thing. Like, I've never taken a look at any of the packs. You see, because I purely free-to-play players. Okay, never buy anything. This one we have. F91 support unit and Rafflesia support. Okay. Kind of a bump because a support unit is not worth SP converting or SSP converting, But I do hope Rafflesia has a level 60 buff. At least I have a reason to SP convert this guy or SSP convert this guy. And there is a hidden unit. This is the ultimate unit. We will see what the ultimate unit gonna be. And look at that. The series clear reward on the dock. We have the F91 and Vignagina. The main stages, blah 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 blah. Stat adjustment for F91. So this is a buff for the F91 unit for the durability one, and this is huge. 2,000 attack. That is insane. Okay, this brings F91 to be the highest attack stats durability unit in the game. Okay. So he will deal, higher damage than even the dead side. I already checked just now. The 3 units that has the highest stats, like attack stats, is the dead side on the third, and then the double eraser on the second, and the first one is the F91 right now. Okay. So there's that. Because of this buff, he becomes the highest attack stat durability unit. And there is character tag added, rookie, for the durability UR character. I don't think, like right now, we don't really make use of the character tag. So I don't know what they're gonna use this for later. And stat adjustment, he also given an awakened stat increase. So 40 stats increase, quite okay. And EX character ability adjustment. Previous only defense 20, MP up, reduce damage taken. Now defense, MP up, reduce damage taken. Increase damage dealt to enemies by 15%. Previous increase awaken by 15%. So that means that on top of the F91, he's gonna deal very high damage. And the good news is that the Sibuk Arno definitely will be able to be used on the new F91 attacker. And thanks for the subscribe, Taiko. Welcome to the stream. Isn't Taiko like the Japanese drum game? Yeah, I think so. Affected attacks, Crossbone's Vanguard, name change only, blah, blah. Or attack changes, okay. Where's your cluster? And you need J-gun, blah, 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 okay. Oh my god, you all type a lot. But if you think about it, airplanes, trains, helicopters, cars, and such are technically Gundam. No, more like, yeah, if you think hard about it, like every vehicle can be considered a Gundam. That's basically what Transformer is, you know? Like Transformer is a changing from vehicle to a robot. And technically a robot is some vehicle we drive with hand and leg. So yeah, if helicopter has hand and leg, it also be considered a robot. I think that's the only separation from a robot and a vehicle, you know. Like if it has limbs, it's a robot. Although sometimes a robot doesn't require limbs. Yeah, vehicle can also be considered robot. You're right, Undertaker. There's a black F91, it should be named N91. You got no, I'm not gonna say that. I just started the racism early. I mean, are we can Gundam F92 change in the middle of battle? I don't think so. I'm the expert on all of the facts. Just click and buy them all. So I have everything, just like everything about that. I see. There is what have. Wait, where's the chat? What have you been up to? Just playing games every night. Wow, glad I got F91. You are then. Yeah. Maybe gonna gacha later? No, I don't think so. I'll probably not gonna gacha. We will see later. Vice versa too, right? You can swap the C-books around. Yeah, you can swap the C-books around. And you can swap on all the other, EFSF pilot. That's the best thing about EFSF unit. Yeah. I went to see his draws. No, I'm not gonna draw. Optimum Pride doesn't even need to be C-book. Any FSF or Psycho pilots can just swap around. Yes, exactly. Gundam is class. The double racer is a Gundam class in the series. Hello, BB. Wow, which one is better to SB better than SSR new or SSR Penelope? Using white tech for the next ML focus on special. The new SSR is no longer relevant because of the Fenix. Okay, the Fenix is now a better SSR to be SP converted compared to the SSR new. SSR new has never been a good unit to SP convert. Only for those new type machine user, then the new Gundam is worth it. But right now, after the release of Fenix, the new Gundam is no longer a good unit to SSP convert. Okay, so I do recommend you SSP convert Penelope. Say surpass the title Gundam. If I come to say SMK is invisible robot, then I don't need to change my team for monthly. I just had to say one. Yeah, because the white tech consists of almost every single Gundam. You know, F91 is very good. If you are inside the transformer as a change, you also transform. So the moon with moon and with chunks. Okay, I just with my dark and the Phoenix, the attacker. Yes, the attacker Phoenix. The Penelope one, I have no regrets. Yes, the Penelope is really strong. Really good. You know, for general players, Penelope is a much better investment. Okay. So you need guarantee SSR. So these are the new banner. Okay, we're gonna check them all out. And limited time units F91 with the the test type is limited. Yeah, I just realized. I didn't realize this when analyzing the video yesterday. But this is a test type limited time supporter. My God. If you do have the XS Gundam, this is definitely worth it. Let me check the test type. Where's my Penelope? The test type tag. Like, because if you do have a lot of test type units, it's worth taking this banner. Yeah, I don't have a lot of them, so I can safely skip this test type banner. But if you do have all these, then you can grab the test type banner, you know. Especially if you have Strike Noir. Strike Noir and then the F90 and then the XS Gundam for the attacker. Yes. And probably the Zeong. Yeah, if you do have Caliban. Yeah. If you do have that, then you can grab this test type banner. I mean test type supporter. I don't have a lot, so it's kind of a waste for me pulling on the test type banner. So that is it. So we have the notices already. Now I'm gonna claim this. Let's see, 1000 diamond and F80. Nice. The stages are super short. I'm also surprised there are now 2 eternal passes. Just another way to get money from us. Yeah. Second pass increase stage skip from us. So it's here to yes, I want the limited type shipper. That's why this banner is so good, because I chase the MLB limited supporter. Yeah, the limited supporter. You know. That's the one thing that you should aim for. Okay, like if you have your luck on this gacha, then it's better. I mean, not gacha. If your luck is on the test type tag, then that means that this is your this is your chance to get the limited supporter. And then if you get the limited supporter, definitely build your test type team. Okay, that's basically how you play this game. Okay, leave it to the gacha god, like what kind of units do you get, and you just check it out. You know, like if you have a lot of test type units from your gacha luck, then you definitely are able to build a test type team. Okay, like definitely aim for the limited supporter and then the unit. Okay, so yeah, like for my example, myself, like when I first started playing the game gave me a ton of Psychomu units, so I went with the Psychomu tech, and eventually I went for the new type machine tech. Okay, so everybody gonna have a different luck. They also gonna end up with a different priority, okay, because of that different luck. That's basically how it goes. That's how you adjust your luck with your playstyle. Well, I haven't checked the F80. Let me see. Although, is there any new here? No. There's a new stage. Look at that. Ta-da! F91 stage. New stage is added. Ta-da! I'm gonna borrow Silp account to see the development diagram, because he's definitely already opened up everything. I haven't opened mine. And I'm gonna claim this reward. Let's see.
さて皆さん、今回のマスターリーグガンダムファイトはいかがだったでしょうか。満足いくスコアを獲得できた方もできなかった方も、次回開催に向けて何か得られるものがあったのなら幸いです。では、それでは最後は皆さんご一緒に。
Evaluators, I like that are test type, but did you get them? That's the question. That's also the thing. The LBNUR is latest type non-limited. Test type. Ha ha ha. 230,000. Okay, I'm gonna save as this. PvP. JPEG. Where was I? PvP 86. Okay, and then this is the reward. PvP 87. Okay. PvP 88. Okay. Save them all up, and then we're gonna go to. What is this? Yeah, there's a new event. So we're gonna analyze the Fierce Anime Assault first. It's in here. Let's see. What is this guy all about? Let me see. Show maximum upgrade. So attack 10% when bigger is supercharged or higher attack and critical rate. Quite nice. Maximum HP 5%. Okay. And then weapon wise we have CA. This is the strongest weapon, power 5640, critical damage 20%. Okay. When it reduce enemy's defense by 20% for this attack. Okay. But this uses range stats while this uses melee stats, so kind of a little bit contradictory. Unless you use Asemu, then you might not be able to maximize both of these weapons. And this one can only be used at tension max or greater. So before you go supercharged, you definitely need to use this weapon. So kind of unpractical to use this unit unless you use a supercharged pilot, which let me check the tag. It's a Xeon tag. So you're definitely able to use Mikhail to go supercharged from the very beginning, and Mikhail is a ranged pilot. Okay, too bad. Let me see the SSP conversion. You know what weapon do you get? Oh my god, it strengthened the melee one. So it's a melee unit. Okay, if you SSP this guy, this is a melee unit. Definitely, like the power difference is even bigger. So you definitely need a melee pilot, but Xeon melee pilot, we only have Dozel Zabi for the Xeon melee, and Rambaral, but this is a support pilot. Okay, Rambaral support melee. We do have Dozel Zabi for the melee Xeon pilot, and yeah, we don't yet have a melee UR Xeon pilot. Yeah, so we don't really have a good pilot for this unit, okay? Although the unit is quite okay, it's quite nice, but yeah, too bad this is a melee. Movement can go up to 6. Terrain capability is normal, standard, okay? Specialized unit Xeon Unstoppable Rifle Tenacious. The tech is nice, like it has a lot of techs. But again, yeah, that's the downside. Like this is a melee Xeon, which we don't really have a lot of pilot, and requires supercharge from the very beginning, unless you SSP convert this. Okay. So I just got the new supporter. I once started a copy of the attacker. There's also another test type supporter, now the Albion supporter. Yeah. But it's a non-limited supporter, so you know. Not something that you should fully invest on, okay? Like, because you can always get them from pulling normal gacha. With the Gunpla model kits, yes, the poison is beginning. I need to fix my card in the shop next week. Gotta save like just 78. Have you tried Gunpla model kits? Yes, I have. For me, it seems Hippo Jinrai to be my main tank since I pseudo double support. Also, like, I'm gonna have a super support. Yes, that's a good choice. But if he does have a model kit, he has had them in the past. Yeah, I'm currently building the Barbatus, and I have the Ariel in stats. That's it. I only have 2. But we don't get 10 free tickets for F91 banner. Yeah, we don't get. But you only got your Psychomo supporter after banner ends in the next banner. Yeah, still remember that. Yeah, that's the good thing. But luckily I got the Zeta Gundam. Yeah, on the Psychomo tank. The new F91 have 10 tank. Was the next one? Limited Psychomo. F80 isn't good. F92 is the right one. Let's say we please talk about best units development in company. Yeah. One by one. Okay, if you keep typing, I need to read all of the chat. Unless I ignore you guys. Okay, let's just ignore all of you. Let me search the FIAT, the one we just got. Okay. Okay, so about this guy, let me see. So max upgrade, one-shot killer, mass-produced test type, EFSFY tenacious, rearm. I think rearm. Yeah, we don't have a supporter that supports rearm yet, right? Or was it? Or is there one? I forgot. This is a range unit, only 4 range. The fuck? The higher remaining HP, the higher own MP, okay. Attack 10% when HP is 75% or above, increase own movement by 1. But he started with a 4 movement. So this thing only make him normal. This unit sucks. Unless I SSP convert this guy, 12,000 attack, it's quite okay. Yeah, he finally get a 6 movement. And he finally get a 5 range weapon. Their own MP is the more weapon power increases. Okay, and this is an EFSF, so we do need an EFSF supercharged pilot. But this is a unit that can only be usable on SSP. SP convert, this guy sucks. yeah, this is an SSP only unit. So if you like it, you can SSP this, but I will just leave it there. Okay, there are a ton of other better EFSF units, just like the Penelope. Okay, so let's go to the banner. Ta-da! Oh, nice. 892. Oh, okay. If I disassemble a gacha unit, I can MLB my Phoenix there. Yeah, nice. Let me just throw this. How do I throw this? What is this? Oh, it's a higher upgrade. Let me just. How do I throw this away? How do I throw this? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, let's just leave it. Okay, so let's take a look at this banner. Let's see the Gundam F91. Okay, analysis time. If you check the F90 normal one, there's AR type which I guess I see it. Or is it just Xeon? It should be Mars Xeon. There's a budget file of SP. I don't know. It's blown out. Okay. But Xeon counting as Xeon. Realm is almost MLB. We're playing 2 games at once. Yeah. So let's see. Oh my god. 15,000 attack with 10,000 mobility. Wow. Yeah, 2 stats above 10,000. So this unit is strong. Let me check the GGen website. Have they already add this thing? Let me check. So units, let's see. Have you add the F91? Oh my god, yes, really. Just as I expected, the 3rd highest attack in the game. After the Sharzaku 2, the Zeta Gundam, and Gundam F91. Okay. So yeah, there's Gundam F91 above the Caliban. That's insane. 3rd highest attack in the game. And about the mobility, let me check. I want to check the mobility of an attacker. Okay, so the Phoenix has the highest mobility at 11,000. Let me zoom this out. Okay, at 11,000, and then after that followed by the Sharzaku 2. This one can go even higher when piloted by Shar as double origin. And then the Gundam F91 on the 3rd. My god, this unit is strong. Both of his stats nailed him on the 3rd rank among all the units in the game right now. And movement 6. He has 6 movement. Wait, is that a natural 6 movement? Let me go to the game catcher. Let me see. My god, that's insane. Wait, he has 5 movement. Where is the 6 come from? Oh, because of this. Yeah, when HP is 75% or above, increase on movement by 1. So literally, it's not up to the pilot. Like whatever pilot you put, he will have 6 movement from the very beginning. Oh, yeah. For the Phoenix case, like you need to be piloted by Yona Bastard. Only then you will get a 6 movement. But this guy has 6 movement no matter the pilot. So you can pilot. Use any EFSF pilot and he will have 6 movement. Nice. And attack also. And grand initial damage nullification effect. We will test this. Okay, it's all mobility a little above expires. So if you cast this skill, you will get your mobility even higher. Okay, that's insane. That's crazy. So let's take a look at the terrain. He can be used in atmospheric, even better. Okay, that's crazy. This can add even more mobility. Yes, exactly. This thing is strong. I'm worried now. He can have 7 movement with some pilot. Oh, really? What pilot? Which pilot is that? Like the only pilot I know that increase movement is this guy. It's the pilot with 6 movement, with added movement. Is it this one? No, this is the mono eye. This is the mono eye. There is one pilot that gives you movement. Oh, this one, Oliver May. But this one is only MSE glue. Yeah, maybe a new SSR pilot. I think Silp is talking about a new SSR pilot. Let me see. Okay, let's continue with the F91. Let's see the weapon. Map weapon, Twin VSBR. Is that a middle finger? What kind of map attack is this? The hell? What kind of shape is this? It's like, you know, when I see this, like it feels like this guy is flipping me off with both hands. What the hell? Power 4080, again, not high enough. I think if we compare this to the high new should still have a higher map weapon damage. Let me see. High new is one of the highest map weapon damage dealer, yeah, 5400. So that's far behind the map weapon damage. So the map weapon damage is okay. Like most of the damage from this will come from his attack stats, okay, mostly. Yeah, Gundam models for stream avatars condense, it seems. I want to see a Gundam whip and saya thought the new map weapon looks a bit of figure. We have to check Sharaku versus F91 mobility. Yes, some as map attack, that's new. SSR weak, wear finger gun. Okay, so green weapon, we're not interested in green weapon. The orange weapon, let's see. Range stats, the farther the enemy is, the more weapon power increases. Okay, this is nice, although the range is only 4, and so does the level 5. So he doesn't have a single level 5 weapon. Okay, and power wise, it's as strong as the Zeta Gundam. Okay, so we will check this guy's damage later on compared to the Zeta Gundam. The higher range remaining HP increased damage. Okay, so it's great. And this is also a beam special, so very generic. Okay, just like all the other units, he can get boosted by beam damage taken up. Okay, so really great mechanism. He has a shield defense mechanism. So like I analyzed, like my strategy is to make the F91 become a tank. You see, like because he has this unique skill, if you put him as a tank, you can block even a boss damage. Like 1 million damage is nothing to you. You can block that. It's crazy. Tech wise, look at that. Protagonist test type Psychomu, FSF tough as nails, white tenacious. So it's test type Psychomu, tenacious, tough as nails. Okay, 4 supporter. You can use 4 supporter for this. So among these, tough as nails is limited. Test type is limited. Okay, we already have the limited for 2 of them. So this is nice. Like this unit can be used by a lot of players who has those supporter. Okay, so nicely done. Okay, the unit is nice. And then Seabook, let's go. Seabook Arno, 748 range, 712 awaken. Too bad the stats doesn't go beyond 800, reaction 700, but he has 3 stats that goes above 700. So this is kind of like a balanced pilot. Okay, really nice balanced pilot range. But you know, a balanced pilot means that he can pilot a lot of SSR units, but he is not the best at piloting all of them. Okay, like for UR pilot, you better off just use other pilot who has 800 stats, because you only use 1 stats to be calculated on your EX weapon. So you better off a jack of all trades is sucks at riding UR unit. Okay, so there is that. And then after that, the skill wise, range, HP repair and sway. Okay, quite nice to have. Definitely balance. There is offensive, there is sway, there is also heal, defensive. His own damage dealt 20%. This is a limited time pilot ability. His own reaction 25% already shown up on his stats there. When HP is 75% or above, increase damage dealt to enemies by 15%, increase range by 15%. So this one, I don't know if this is already reflected in the raid stats in here, but I'm hoping if it still hasn't reflected here, so his range stats can go even higher. Okay, and the best thing is that it doesn't require any tech. This guy can pilot any unit as long as it has 75% HP or above. He will increase damage dealt to enemies by 15%, increase range by 15%. Finally, a pilot that can pilot every single unit in the game. Okay, a UR pilot. We had an SSR pilot who can pilot every single unit in the game, but this one is the UR version, okay? And when piloting Mobilization F91, you get a double chance step. Okay. Oh my god, why is it lagging now? When I open this. So, and increase range by 5%. So chance step is already 1, so he has a double chance step on an F91 on top of increased damage dealt by 15%. So when he's piloting the F91, he become a monster. Because a double chance step pilot don't have this. They don't have increased damage dealt. And definitely don't have increased range on top of it. And a single chance step pilot, usually the ones have the increased damage dealt to enemies by 15%. This guy has both. It's insane. Like if we can find an SSR alternative for this guy to pilot, even free-to-play players can use this guy and deal maximum damage on that SSP convert. Like SSP convert an SSR unit. If you are a free-to-play player, because you're most likely not gonna MLB or UR, it will be better if you do MLB or UR. Yeah, like if you do like the F91 so much, you can slowly MLB the F91, but it has only 4 range weapon, pros and cons. So the SSR alternative will be a very good addition for this pilot. Okay, definitely really great pilot. Yeah. So that is C. Bucano. Okay. And we got the F90. Look at that. Stats wise, 10,000 defense, 11,000 mobility. Again, with the defense that high, my plan can work. You know, again, I want to put a pilot on this guy. You see, because this guy has a cheat death mechanism. Okay, and it doesn't require him to be at supercharge. So really great. At the very beginning, you can just he's going to be really good in PvP. You know, you can just absorb the enemy's attack, and once you die, you stop them from getting a chance step, and you still can survive for the next turn and you know, support defense your friend even more. So this is great. Increase mobility, increase maximum HP, and when figures maximum high, increase attack and defense. Okay, that's quite okay to have. Barrage, the power weapon. I think this one is higher than the F91. Let me see. 4,500. Yeah. His map weapon deal has higher weapon power than the F91. But because this is a support unit, it has lower attack. So most likely they're gonna deal the same map weapon damage. Okay, there's a yellow weapon in here. Damage taken from physical weapons 75%. Okay, but only 4 range. And he has a 5 range EX weapon, defense down. Okay, physical damage taken down. That one is just how to say, like a bonus. Okay, let me just deal with this guy first. Like how do I throw away this thing? I don't know how to throw away this thing. Let's just close this game for now. Okay, it's distracting for me. Okay, so there's that. 6,120 weapon power on the EX weapon, and it can also be used on atmospheric. Really great. Okay, tech wise, this is protagonist test type EFSF unstoppable rearm Shippujinrai. Okay, so test type unstoppable Shippujinrai doesn't have as many as the F91, but this is already good enough. You know, I can use this guy on the unstoppable team, my unstoppable team. Those who has a Shippujinrai tech and the test type tech is going to enjoy this guy very much. Yeah, really great unit, mostly because of his cheat death ability. Okay. Then coming to the Death Stallion, 790 range stats. Okay, this is quite nice. Okay, almost 800 range stats, but this is a support pilot, so almost 800 range stats, meaning that with 3 attacks he should deal quite a lot of damage. So this is a really good pilot. High speed, MP up, range boost. Okay, offensive, very offensive. Attack increase on the support attack or counter, range increase. Okay, support attack counter, double support attack, and EFSF. Because we've already known about this, okay? The best pilot for you to grab right now, okay? Because of the range stats too. You see, like you can use him on every single EFSF unit. Except the awakened one, okay? Except the new type AFSF unit. So this guy is a must-have. This is really, really good. But luckily he is a non-limited, so you can always get him. If we ever get the premium unit assembly version 3, grab that guy, okay? That guy is a must-have. Okay, and then we also get a rerun of the F91. Look at that, 13,000 defense. This guy has always been one of the highest defense unit in the game. Let me go to the G-Gen database again. Let's see, like defense-wise, look at this. Okay, I'm gonna clear this. Let's see. So defense-wise, look at that. Narrative Gundam has the highest. Gundam Kimaris, Gundam full armor, and then Gundam F91. Yeah, so he has the 4th highest defense in the game. So he always has been very, very tanky. It's just that not a lot of players pull him. Not pull him. I mean, like, not a lot of players use him, okay? Like, me, myself, I'm planning to get him on the premium unit assembly once I get the PT. But because C-Book Arno can go supercharged from the very beginning. It's an EFSF durability pilot that can go supercharged, okay? So really great unit. And now they buff his attack to 10,000. Like, look at that. You see, like, he has the highest, I think he has the highest attack among all the tank. Let me check. Among all the tank. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, we've already talked about this. Yeah, he has the highest attack among all the tank. Okay. So let's go back to the game. Let me see. Yeah, a really good buff. And then the supporter. Let me go to the feature. Let's see. And I want to read the chat first. Like, you already type a lot. This thing plus new C-Book pilot is going to slam in PvP. Get ready for the test type tips. If 2 double defense support, then you need to target this thing 5 times 6 if 98 before loses damage buff. Yeah, like I said in my last video also, like if you face against 2 enemy tanks, okay, usually you gotta have to deal with 4 support defense, but with the F91 here, you're gonna deal with the 5th support defense, which is his damage nullification ability or skill. You see, the updated the exchange so you can get the SSR as well. What do you mean? I haven't seen. And has ways to recover HP with self heal and support here. Armor support is great pilot for F91. What do you think? It's a reverse EX passive. Yes, it's 855 with 15%. The test units. Yeah, I want to know the mitigation priority. Anyone know which is blah 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 blah. Okay, so let me check the SSR. Gundam F90 unit 2. Okay, this is a support unit. Let me see. Ability is not that exciting. Range, we only have 4 range. That was taken from beam level 5, physical weapons level 3. Wait, that was 3. Yeah, that was 3. Okay. And then if we SSP this, he finally get a 5 range weapon. That was taken from beam level 5. That was taken from beam level 5. So yeah, an SSP unit, but sucks if you just use him. Okay. But he only has 4 movement too. So test type toughness, yeah, nothing exciting about that guy, that unit. And this is the pilot. Okay, range stats can go up to 778. Support pilot, so quite nice. With attack burst and boost range, ability, offensive, support attack range. Well, suit Gundam F91 support, double support attack. Nice. So yeah, this is the double support attack SSR alternative for F91, but F91 is such a limiting tech, you know, like there are not many units that you can do on here. It would have been better if you get an EFSF tech there. So that one, not good. This one, RF Galgo, okay, Ability skill, attack 10%, bigger attacks are higher, attack 10%. So attack stats wise, he should have high stats, but it only up to 11,000. So not really worthy. Like he has a low attack stats to begin with, so the abilities doesn't help him much. Okay. So weapon wise, he also has a 4-range weapon, but although the one with the highest power is the melee one, lower your remaining HP is. So it's gonna be hard to use because you need him to be at low HP. But once you SSP him, he become a ranged unit. Okay, the higher on MP is, he use this weapon. So an SSP only unit, Mono Eye Zion, Lightning Fast, Red, Chipujin Raya. I don't think this guy is unique at all, so not really worth using. Let's take a look at the pilot. Okay, a melee pilot, 764 attacker, MP up and double chance step, but only once. And then after that, his own damage, increase attack and defense by 3% to all units in the same squad from the specified series. Okay, so this is a supporting pilot. You know, like if you do want to build an F91 team, then definitely put this pilot on any of the unit, and he should be increasing all of their attack and defense. It doesn't require him to be piloting any unit. You see, like basically you use this pilot on any unit, and every single F91 unit in your team will be buffed by him. Doesn't necessarily require him to be on any specific unit. So quite an okay pilot, but only if you do want to build an F91 team. Okay, so I don't think anybody will want to build an F91 team. Yeah. And then this guy, okay, there's a unit, Berga Gyros, Black Vanguard. When executing a support attack or counter, increase attack by 10%, increase attack by 5%. Okay, a support unit. So a support unit that should have deal high damage. Defense down 20%. Okay, damage taken for special physical weapon 30%. So the weapon that has higher weapon power is only 3 range. While the one with the high debuff is this. This is Gundam Aquarius all over again. This is basically an SSR version of Gundam Aquarius. So once you SSP convert this, he get a 4-range SSP weapon, but now this thing got increased range, this one got increased range. But then again, yeah, this unit is weird. You know, like the unit has so many options to choose from. Like if he is in range to use his SSP, he definitely gonna use his SSP. But if he is outside of his range, then he gonna use the 5-range weapon. But both of them debuff the same physical weapon level 5, while the defense down will no longer be used because it is worse than the SSP weapon. Can be used in our atmospheric, mechanism, shield defense. Tech-wise, only one-shot killer and crossbow vanguard. Oh nice! Finally! The Kincaid can be used on a lot more units. Previously, Kincaid, the Crossbone Vanguard, has only 1 unit. Now the pilot for Crossbone Gundam can be used in all of these units. We're gonna need to take a look at which one can be an SSR alternative for Kincaid. Okay, so there is that. Dagi Iris. Okay. Ability skill, increase HP when HP is 50% or below, restore all HP. A heal, nice. So if this guy has a decent HP and defense stats, this can be a really good SSR tank from the F91 series. Yeah, 4-range weapon, but we don't really expect much from the weapon of a tank because all they need to do is just tank. And SSP conversion, you have a 5-range weapon now, just like a Psycho Gundam, okay? Like my Psycho Gundam, once I SSP, can finally attack back his enemies and decrease beam weapon power, so a nice debuff to have. And this guy can be used in atmospheric, shield defense mechanism, so a really good tank. Only problem is that the tech he can only be used in specialized unit and lightning fast team. 6 movements or more. Yeah, if you do use these 2 tags, then this is gonna be your best tank. Really good tank. Okay, because it is also an EFSF. You can use an EFSF pilot to pilot this guy. Okay, and Anna Marie Bourgeois. This woman has Quite a nice defense, 722. Reaction also quite high. Wait. And ability wise, support defense, mobile suit F91. Support defense on counter. Nice. So if there is a unit in here, like this guy definitely is one, okay? Like if there's a good durability unit in here, or not the durability unit, you can just put her on the F91 attacker, and you can get yourself to low HP and be the bait in PvP. Nice. Always worth SP converting a support defense on counter, because they are rare pilots to have. They are the only ones who can do what they can do. And you also have a force guard and range boost. So really nice. You can increase the damage of the F91. So perfect pilot for making the F91 become the bait. But still, like, F91 has only a 4-range weapon. So if your enemy attack you from 5 range away, you cannot counterattack them. You deal 0 damage to them. So pros and cons. But still, like, it's rare to have this. Okay. If you do use any other strategy on the F91, then you can SP convert her. But if not, let me check this. Like this one is the only one I have. The only 4 range. We don't have a 5 range weapon. I'm gonna check the development diagram later. Okay. And then Liali, Edeberry. Who is this? And Space Arc. Let me close my door first. Be right back. There's a good defense it didn't apply. Yes, so this one is a supporter for Mobile Suit Gundam F91. Okay, not many units to inside there. You know, it's a small series, not really a small series. I mean, like, it's only one main stage series. So, yeah, it's gonna be a stepping stone for you if you do want to use that. Now we have a Dan Angay Black Vanguard. Increase attack. This is an SR unit. Okay, I don't think it's worth doing anything, but he does get a 5 range weapon if you SSP. The higher many SP, the greater. What is this guy value? It can be used in atmospheric mechanism, shield defense, one-shot killer, crossbow vanguard, black mass produce. Okay, just a filler unit. Okay, just a filler unit. Okay, so that's everything in this banner. Okay, yeah, the only thing that makes this banner worth every single penny is because everything here is EFSF. So you can grab them, add to your collection of EFSF unit and pilot, and they can swap with each other, and definitely gonna help you a lot. You see, like, definitely the pilot gonna help you a lot, especially because Sibuk Arno can be used in every single unit. But because he is a balanced pilot, he can be similar to Kira Yamete. You know, like, there's always a better pilot than him. But if you don't have any other pilot to pilot a unit, you can always just slap Sibuk Arno on them. And then this Dev Stallion definitely is the best price you can get from this banner. Okay, but he is an unlimited, so you can always just grab him in the future. And also the F90. Okay, the cheat death ability really gonna help you a lot in the PvP, okay, to stop the enemy chance step, okay, while debuffing the enemy at the same time. So yeah, that's the banner. I think I've already finished everything, I guess. Let me just use my AP first, and I'm gonna go and start the testing now. Let me just go here. I'm gonna test the everything. Okay, remind me, what do I need to test? Okay, I'm gonna open up Silp's account now. Yeah, I'm currently just wasting away AP here, just so that it doesn't go to waste. Yeah, I'm gonna do this later. Let's go to silver account and I'm gonna test all of them out. I don't know which of the new F91 SSP yet. Retire. Yes, the banner SSP is put in the test. Yeah, yes, I put Korok Orake on him. Oh, nice. You can put the support defense and counter. You're going to check the depth diagram first. Yes, yes. But I'm gonna check the depth diagram on this one. Because if I haven't opened up the stage yet, I haven't played the stage yet, so I cannot really see the development diagram units. So right now we have a complete development diagram. Okay, we're going to change the max mobility was charged only saw F91, but I don't remember a lot. So let me check on this. Okay, I'm gonna skip all the SR and the R. I don't think any of them have anything good. Yeah, like we're just gonna go straight to the SSR. Okay, so the first one, Gundam F91 type. What is this? Okay, so stat wise, this is a durability. Okay, defense stats. Isn't this low? Like only 90,000 HP with 11,000 defense. Isn't this quite low as a stat? This defense increase mobility, increase attack. Yes, an SSR, the stats is quite low. Beam Lancer, this is a preemptive strike. Attack down 20%. Okay, attack down level 3. And increase beam weapon power by 30%. Okay, for range with range stats. Okay. And can be used in atmospheric, tech-wise, test type, Psychomu, tough as nails, VM tenacious. Okay, and this mechanism, it requires refit capability, changes weapons type and stats. Oh, nice! Look at that. This guy can change from durability to attacker. Oh ho ho ho! So depending on the needs, you can just use the same unit and change his type before the battle begins. Like when you are sorting. I don't know if you can change his type in the game. Yeah, inside the battle. Let me try it later. So skill wise, ability wise is just all stats increase. Okay. Stat wise, he only has 11,000 attack. Okay. So the thing is that to be as versatile as him, he needs to sacrifice something, which is the stats. The stats is kind of like an average, you know, like not a really good stats to be compared with all of the SP conversion or SSP conversion worthy units. Okay, like for example, like S Gundam has like 14,000 attack. So yeah, this is the stats is not really that good. Snipe 3 ammo, but power is low, so quite an like a map weapon that we don't really use that much. And there's an orange weapon, higher on MPs, more weapon increase, range 4, power 4,920, 5 range weapon, power 5,040, further enemy is. Okay, at least this is a nice unit to have. Like he has a built-in 5 range weapon. Okay, so he will definitely use this. A range stats, so you need a range pilot. And then if we SSP convert, he get an SSP weapon at 5 range, 6,000 weapon power. The higher on MP is the higher weapon power. Okay. So you don't really need to SSP convert this guy. Okay, he is already good enough at SP conversion. This is why these guys are more like you get an SSP preemptive, but only 1 to 2 range. You will never ever be able to use that weapon. Okay, so just SP convert is enough for this guy. Okay. You can basically get all the best value out of this unit. And tech wise, yeah, this one can be used in a lot. Test type, Psychomu, tough as nails, and tenacious team. Okay, So definitely a really nice unit to SP convert. Just because he is so versatile, you can either use him as a tank and an attacker. But then again, like I said, like, you know, something that is like jack of all trades, you rather have another unit that can do a better thing than him. Like for example, like if he cannot change in the middle of the battle, then if you need him as a tank, there's a better tank than him. If you need him as an attacker, there's a better attacker than him. So yeah, the versatility, if it only stops on the sorting page, then it's not something that is, you know, that we really need. Okay. Now comes to this one, Gundam F90 ADS type, can be used in atmospheric again, and increase attack if this unit deals damage during combat, increase attack up to at the end combat. Ooh, the longer the battle goes on, the higher his attack gonna be. Okay, map weapon 4200. Okay, cone shape, quadruple beam cannon because the enemy is range stats, 4 range stats, the farther the enemy is. Okay, SSP convert, and he get a 4 range weapon. Too bad he doesn't get a 5 range weapon. The farther you are, get a weapon. Okay, so this could have been a really good unit. Okay, very strong, but problem is that he doesn't have a 5 range weapon. He can be used in PvE definitely, because in PvP you will not be able to maximize this thing. Okay, this ability. This is a PvE mostly ability, because you can attack 5 enemies. Okay, in PvE. In PvP, attacking 5 enemies means you already win the battle. Tech wise, protected stats type, you have unstoppable Y3 arm. Okay. So yeah, again, PvE only units. If you do need him, then it's up to you. But I myself wouldn't upgrade on him. Yeah. Then Gundam F91, the support. Okay, support type. Let's see. Mobility wise, 10,000. Okay, ability skill, mobility, increase attack and mobility 7%, evasion 5%. Weapon wise, we already have a 5 range weapon, damage taken for special weapons. Ooh, special debuff for level 4. Can use range and awaken stats. That means that the EFSF pilot like Amuro attacker can be used to pilot this guy. That's the defense down level 4. Okay, SSP converting, he get another 5 range SSP, although this weapon now has higher weapon power than the SSP. What's the SSP for then? And this VSBR also get a 5 range weapon. So yeah, he's still definitely gonna be using the MEP weapon, because it has higher weapon power than this SSP. You know, this is a guy that you don't want him to go SSP. You know, like your SP weapon is already good enough. You don't need him at SSP. Tech wise, test type Psychomu, tough as nails, tenacious. Okay, like tech wise is okay. Let me go Rafflesia. Can be used only in space. Okay, makes you upgrade. Stat wise, very balanced. Not that great, you know, all the stats are below 10,000. Mobility increase. I feel level 2, nice. The vigor is supercharged. The maximum special weapon is increased by 1. Okay, so if you go supercharged, is this mobile armor, Psychomo, unstoppable crossbow vanguard, commander type, red tenacious, etc. He doesn't have the pilot tech except for the crossbone vanguard and Psychomo. Yeah, Psychomo, the only pilot who has a Psychomo tech is the Angry Amuro, and so we need the crossbone vanguard pilot to pilot this guy. So that's gonna suck, you know. He doesn't have a pilot that can get affinity tech bonus. My dream of SS being my Rafflesia. Dang it. Map weapon wise. Oh my god! What? Oh really? I'm gonna SP convert this guy. Shit, that is huge. Yeah, this is just like the the GP02A and also the Stargazer, but problem is that GP02A is definitely really great. It's a support unit, support UR unit, okay, but that's a limited time unit. No, a lot of players don't have him. The Stargazer is a durability unit. They have low attack. This is a support unit. Okay, this is a support unit. By nature, he should have higher attack than a durability unit. Okay, so well, although it's not that high above that much higher above the Stargazer, but still, like, this is great. This is insane. Like, I can just build 3 Rafflesia and I can just clear the entire enemy minions in one go. Oh, it's like a bomb, a nuclear bomb. Then special weapon rates increase. Like, is this special weapon? No, this is beam. This is special weapon. Yeah, this is special. So the tentacle is the one that getting the range increase, defense down level 5. This one is beam damage taken up level 3. So the tentacle becomes 5 range, so not really exciting if only he get a 6 range weapon. Now let's take a look. The SSP. Will this be a special weapon? Special. He can attack from 6 range away if you SSP convert this guy. Now this is where the value is. Oh my god. Nice. Yeah, he definitely be a really good SSR unit for PvE if you need to clean up a lot of enemies at once. Problem is that, again, you don't really have a pilot for this, but yeah, you just have to put any pilot on this guy. But SSPing this guy also kind of a waste, isn't it? Yeah, although he can attack from 6 range away, but you don't really need that, you know. SP conversion is enough for this guy, or just level 90 this guy, you know. Build 3 of this Rafflesia at level 90, put him in the front, position 1, 2, and 3, and that's it. You can clear the entire enemy minions with nuclear. Only saw F91. Rafflesia seems good. Don't know about the other development SSR. Yeah, Rafflesia definitely good. That's not why it's a gimmick. It seems it's a weapon plus weapon and a transformer. Yeah, that guy is just like swapping weapon. But in the day, it is not for unit series with series. Yeah, I'm wondering, like, this would have been perfect for Gundam Age, you know, swapping the weapon. Udah gacha kah bang? Belum. Nggak akan gacha kayaknya malam ini. Check SA SSP attack. What is SA? This guy. Which one SA? What SA? SSP attack. To be versatile, it needs to be appraised on the 2 things it wants to be, making it not really best in any of the 2. Grand Zam is the best SSP, JO Master of None. Why not Cecilia Pilot, MBJ, yeah, go SP convert it as your GP02A alternative. Yes, exactly. I think that new UR support should be a good pilot. Selamat malam, Meow, let's go gacha. Is the new SSR pilot, Seed Ember. Seed Ember. Oh yeah, for the Gundam F91 tech. But still, like, you know, it's an SSR pilot. Where is it? This guy, right? It's an SSR pilot. So he traded his affinity tech for a double chance step, which you could have get a double chance step for free. I mean, not double chance step, a double support attack for free by just using a UR pilot. You don't really need this guy. I can just slap, maybe Asuna and get the same benefit as this guy. Okay, so you don't always need to match the tech for a unit, and a pilot. Okay, like sometimes just throw random UR pilot will result in a better stats than the SSR pilot. That's why SSR pilot, no matter how good they look, you know, cannot really be justified over the UR pilot. Yes, you are Nightingale at home. Yeah, exactly. There is still the last one and the ultimate one. Yeah, let's see. This one, Berga Gyros. 11,000 defense, HP 103,000. See, this is a much better tank. Just now the tank that can swap weapon has only 90,000 HP and defense also around 10,000 or 9,000, I forgot. Like, look at that. That guy has 100,000 and 11,000. Like, this guy only has this much, 94,000 and 11,000. Yeah, the same defense but with much lower HP. So that's why, like, he traded his versatility for lower stats. Okay, So this one is a tank. Let me see. Abilities and skill max HP. When HP is 50% or above, increase defense again and defense. Ooh, nice. Weapon wise, not really something that we are looking forward on a tank. If you SSP, you get a 4-range weapon, so do not SSP this guy, it sucks. Atmospheric available, and then shield defense mechanism. Once your killer crossbow vanguard must yeah, the problem is that you need a crossbow vanguard pilot. Otherwise, this guy you don't get the affinity attack bonus, and that's the most important one for a durability unit. Okay, durability unit when matching the affinity attack, they get the reduced damage taken 15%. So you do need that. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Oh my God, this looks so cool! Grand Zam! Is it gonna be the upgrade to my Big Zam? Oh my God, if I knew there's this kind of unit, I wouldn't have made so many Big Zam. He can be used triangle on space and atmospheric, although, but still you can deploy him, you know, ground and water, underwater. Let me see. Wow, 11,000 attack, not that high, but still. Attack 10%, high field, defense 5%, okay. Anti-ship, ooh, huge AoE. So if you do need a map attacker again, this guy can replace the Neo Zeong, the Big Zam, you know. Like you do need, sometimes you do need to build your own map weapon attacker team, okay? So that you can clear PvE stages much faster. How many HP is. And the 4-range weapon, when this unit attack, reduce enemy's defense by 50%, okay. And when you SSP convert a 5-range weapon, 6,000, 1,002, 6,120. The higher remaining HP is okay. Beam. So this is a nice unit. Okay, quite a nice unit. Let's see. A Xeon unit. Nice. Mono Ilar machine one-shot killer Shipujin Rai. Well, armor. Okay. So if you haven't built your map weapon attacker, this can be your go-to map weapon. Although you cannot use him in space, like he will get very slow movement on space. So pros and cons, but really huge map weapon. Okay, really great for those who haven't built a map attacker team. This can be your go-to. Let me see the ultimate unit. Witness Zira. Oh, looking cool. Gundam type. Let me see. Can be used in atmospheric. So this is a durability unit. Okay. Increase defense. F91. Okay, the advantage as usual. Map weapon vs BR. Okay, normal. It's 3 times 5. Decrease beam weapon power by 20%. And range 4, attack down 30%, okay. Shield defense mechanism, tech-wise, unstoppable crossbow vanguard. Yeah, he doesn't have a pilot either. What's wrong with this F91? If you do need the pilot, you can only use the pilot that you get from the gacha or the story, you know. This sucks. You cannot use your current UR pilot. And what do you get after you ultimate upgrade once? Okay, the advantage get increased. Oh, now the map weapon is longer. Okay, so that's the only thing you get. The fuck? Your 4-range attack down debuff at level 6. You get a bigger map and you a longer map weapon, and you get attack down debuff level 6. I think the Amaterasu is better than this guy. You know, Amaterasu is a tank with a 5-range attack down debuff level 6. So if you aim for attack down debuff level 6, then Amaterasu is a better option than this guy. Let me check the second upgrade. What do you get on here? It will be good if we can get a 5-range weapon, but nope. Although stat-wise, 144,000 HP and 14,000 defense. Oh my god, that is huge. I think this guy's strength is on his raw stats. Yeah, I think this guy is on his raw stats. Map weapon still the same, decrease beam weapon power by 25%. Oh, okay, so map weapon now reduce beam. Wait. Was it reducing beam just now? Oh yeah, it's already beam. but it's 15%. This one is, yeah, same 15%. Yeah, so not really good unit to upgrade. Movement 5. Let me see. Like, does he get an increase in movement? Yeah, movement 4. If you do want to use him as a tank, you definitely need to upgrade him once at least to get a 5 movement. Okay, but let me check the stats. Like, he has 140,000 HP with 14,000 defense. Okay, so let me compare him with other tank. Definitely the Amaterasu. Let's see. The Amaterasu. Okay, at maximum. Let's see. 150,000 with 14,600 defense. Yeah, Amaterasu is a better unit than that guy. So that ultimate unit sucks. Your only advantage is just the map weapon. That's it. But you don't really aim for a map weapon on a durability unit. You're definitely gonna deal very low damage. So yeah, the ultimate unit sucks. Okay, don't do anything with this guy. That guy sucks. Although still more useful than Aquarius. At least you can tank. Okay, you can take your friends' damage. But you don't have a pilot. Yeah, he sucks a lot. Good water deploy for those that missed recent Thunderbolt event. Oh yeah, I want to check, like just now, the Grand Zam. Like, is his weapon can be used underwater? No, damage to underwater enemies is half. Yeah, underwater enemies is half. So even though you can be deployed underwater, your damage will be half. So not a really good unit to be underwater. If you SSP, you can finally use him in space. So if you do want to use this guy, you need to SSP convert this guy. Yeah, I mean, like as an actual attacker, you need to SSP convert this guy. Otherwise, just put him on a wall and then just map weapon the enemy, and that's it. Okay, that's his only job. So that's the development diagram. So now we're gonna test the unit. Let's see. First thing to test, we gonna test the way the skill unit works. Okay, and let me compare the attack damage of the this one. Ooh, he already prepared for me. Although I don't need to test this one. Okay, we don't need to test the F91. Attack wise, we know that he get his attack increase, or maybe I need to compare him with other durability unit. Okay, let's just go with the durability unit first. Okay, I want to compare him with the Kimaris Vidar, the Penelope, the Dead Side, the Double Eraser, and then the Kimaris Vidar. Okay, these are all the tank with high damage. Okay, yeah, I'm not missing anyone else. Probably the Goof Custom. No, Goof Custom doesn't have high damage. So these are all the pilot with high damage. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the supporters. We're gonna check all of their damage. Okay, wait, no, wrong pilot. You don't use this pilot. I'm gonna use the Seabook. What is Seabook? This one. Okay, we're gonna test all of their damage. Okay, compare them. Does an alt unit couldn't be upgraded to 3-star? Yeah, they cannot. That's why you can only upgrade them to Ultimate 2, and that's the best they can do. That's why I checked their maximum stats, and his stats is still lower than the Amaterasu. Tank attack 13k, gede banget. Oh yeah, but the Amaterasu should have... Wait, did the Ultimate unit get 13,000? Like, or are you talking about the F91 here? Why no alt defender for Ace unit? Why only is that alt if there is a good double defense file in F91 PvP? They get an improved terrain from SSP. Yes, mostly they get an improved terrain from SSP. Ini Omeo sudah clear FEA level 20 di kecewa OST F91 ban eternally. So that you see were actually a whimsical 3-star BB. Yeah, that also. The alt unit had 13k attack. Oh, really? Let me go back. Let me compare it. It has 13k attack. Maybe that's the advantage of that guy. Like he deals damage as a tank, but still. Like if you want to deal damage, you better off just use an actual attacker then. Yeah, that's 13,000 attack. That's huge. let me check the Amaterasu. Yeah, 10,000. Yeah, that guy's attack is off the chart. Let me check the cast file. $16,000. Dude, if you want to attack, just use an actual attacker. Yeah, if you want to attack, just use an actual attacker. Cast file has 16,000. So his advantage is actually a tank with high attack, but still, like, you know, your purpose of using a tank is to tank. If you have high attack like this, yes, I can use an attacker pilot, but still, you don't have the pilot tech. That's the problem. Okay, if you don't have the pilot tech, I won't get the increased damage dealt 15%. So without the tech, no matter how much attack he has, my other unit with attack maybe only 11,000 or 12,000 attack will deal higher damage than this guy because we get the affinity tech bonus. So yeah, this whole development diagram is like jack of all trades but master of none, you know, including the ultimate units is jack of all, but you know, that's the thing. You see, you want to attack, better off just use an actual attacker. You want to tank, better off using an actual tank. You don't want a half-ass unit there. But if that is your thing, if you do you know, want to have a balanced stat units, I think this series have all the balanced unit stats and pilots. You see, including the Shibuka Arno limited time pilot. You see. So let's take a look. We're gonna see the Penelope attack first. Okay, 79,000, and then followed by the Kimari's Vidar, 98,000. Okay. Followed by this 112,000. It's getting higher and higher. Okay. And that side 111,000. So yeah, the double razor deal the highest, followed by the dead side, followed by the Kimari's Vidal, followed by the Penelope. So now where does the F91 sit? Let's go. 105,000. Okay. So higher than Kimari's Vidal. It's higher than the Kimari's Vidar. Nice. Yeah. Kimari's Vidar strength comes from the Gaelios melee stats 900. Okay, that's all. While the dead side comes from his insane weapon power. Look at that, 6,900 weapon power. Okay. And then the double razor, obviously, this is our OP tank. Okay. The Penelope is also. That's why he deals the lowest damage. So the F91 is just below the dead side. Okay, so that's where he sits. Okay, that's damage wise. Okay, for the skill wise, I'm not gonna click on them because you know, like. They all have different ones. Okay, obviously if I go see supercharge on this guy, he's gonna deal far higher than the rest. You see, and that side is not even vigor up yet, you know, like, and he deal that much damage. So at supercharge he will deal even higher than what he currently have. So double razor that side, and then the F91, then Kimari's Vidar, and then the Penelope. That's the order of damage coming from the tank. So that's enough for the F91 testing. Okay. Put Kincaid on it. Crossbone Vanguard. Who? The ultimate unit? Yeah. You can put Kincaid on it. Let me see if he is a melee unit. Like he uses range stats, and Kincaid is not a range pilot. So even if you can put Kincaid, like you're not gonna deal high damage on this one. Look at that range. Okay, and Kincaid is a melee pilot. So you, even though you match the Vanguard, the Crossbone Vanguard, you're not gonna deal high damage using Kincaid. Look at that. His stat sucks. So yeah, let's now compare the F91. Okay, damage wise. Let's see. I'm gonna remove all this, reset. And then we gonna put the Sharzaku, piloted by, well, let's use Shara's double first. Okay, I'm gonna change to Mikhail because that's the best pilot for the Sharzaku. And then Zeta, we know that these two has the highest attack in the game. Right now we have the third highest, which is the Gundam F91. Okay, and then after that, I think we don't need to test the F90, right? Although I want to test his cheat that mechanism. Although we don't really need to test that, you see? Like we already know how it works. Okay. Yeah. So we don't really need to test this guy, right? Yeah, nothing to test on this guy. Yeah, I think nothing. So that's the damage, and then I'm gonna put Gold Gundam in here just to compare with the melee. Oh no, the double X, okay? Then double X, and then we're gonna put Strike Freedom for the benchmark, okay? Like Strike Freedom has been the benchmark of all limited time unit damage, okay? We're always gonna compare with the Strike Freedom because he is the basics of the basic. My god, why don't you guys see that those were not those real stats? Look at their stats, it's fucking 3-digit, man. It's just so you know that alt unit cannot be upgraded to 3 fucking stars. We're not those real stats. 11 is have more damage than taking it. It opens its defense. Yeah, but still, like I said, like it's a jack of all, you know? Like you want to have the best defense by killing your enemy before they can do anything to you, just put attacker. why you want a tank that has a balanced stats? But still, like, you know, it makes sense to just like me myself, I use a Psycho Gundam SSP because after I tank my the enemy's damage, I want to deal damage back to the enemy. But then again, that ultimate unit doesn't have a pilot tank. That's the second problem. Okay, if only he has an EFSF tank, then I would justify him having a high attack as a durability unit. Okay, as long as he is survived, then he can deal damage back to the enemy. Okay. First gen unit problem. Second turn you are. Yeah, second turn you are obviously deal higher damage, but we don't need to test that. Like he already deal the highest damage among everybody over there just now. Or is your ready tank? I would like to see single support defense pilot get some sort of buff to compensate. Penalty does more damage on counter. Oh yeah, on the counter. You go back. I'll check on that alt unit again. Take a good look at their stars. What their stars? What do you mean they're stars? Yes, they have 0 stars. Why? What's wrong? Every argument, damage tank isn't efficient. Just go high attack and kill first. Yeah. Like if you want to kill your enemy before they kill you, just use attacker. That's it. What are you talking about the stars? The star is obviously 0. Yeah, why? Wait, what? Oh, but it's okay, you know. Like we compare with another ultimate units, okay? So that stats is comparable to the other ultimate units. So it's not the number that I compare. It's the percentage wise. You see, like I'm comparing him with the maximum broken number of the Amaterasu. Okay, so even if the stats is is over the top, like you know, like it's not their actual stats. But what I'm comparing is how much difference that guy with the Amaterasu. So the Amaterasu has higher HP while having the same defense as that guy. So even if they go back to their zero limit break stats, the Amaterasu will have higher HP and same defense as that guy again, no matter what the number, okay? That's why. So if you compare this apple to apple, and that's why I compare it with the Casval, okay? When the Casval has his broken number, he has 16,000 attack. So that guy has 13,000 attack, Casval has 16,000 attack. So if you go to the actual stats of this guy, like at zero limit break, maybe the Casval has 13,000 attack. So that guy has 10,000 attack, okay? So that's what I mean, you know, like the attacker will still have higher damage than that guy. And so if you want to kill your enemy before they kill you, you better off just use Casval. Why you use that guy, okay? We're comparing ultimate units with ultimate units, so it doesn't matter the stars. Okay, so let's go back to here. We've been holding on to this for quite long. No, it isn't. What it isn't? Okay, 170 full for nothing. Yeah, but it could be a miss for everyone who doesn't know it. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter, you know. Like, that guy still sucks. There. Okay, let's go. So the Sharzaku, the higher this unit's remaining HP. So this is Sharzaku's damage. Wait. I want to check the modification. What do you put the modification on? Attack 8%, so still not the highest. I need to replace that later. Attack 12%. Okay, this one. Attack 12%. This one. Attack 12%. This one. Attack 12%. So only the Zaku is lower, but we also use Shara's Noble to have a lower attack, so it's okay. 263,000 damage, okay? Now we go to the strike field. Okay, this is the benchmark. Okay, the farther enemy is 210,000. So even with the lower pilot and lower modification, this guy dealt 263,000 compared to the strike freedom 210,000. This is our benchmark, okay? I mean, like, not benchmark. What's the word? Like the average, okay? The lowest, not the lowest. Like the average number, okay? The 0.0 of our comparison, okay? 210,000. So now we gonna choose this guy, the Gundam XX, okay? The farther the enemy is, okay, this is our farthest. 257,000. He still be lower than the Sharzaku. Oh my god. 257,000, okay? Followed by the Zeta Gundam, okay? 301,000. This is why the Zeta is still a very strong unit, even until now. This is without anything, okay? Because Camille has very high awaken stats. Zeta Gundam has very high attack stats. This is the result, okay? So 301,000. So now the Gundam F91, let's see, 279,000. This is where he sits, okay? Higher than the Double X, not higher than the Zeta, and 279. Higher than the Sharzaku with a lower pilot, okay? So damage wise, I think because he is above the Gundam Double X, yeah, you can consider that. For those of you who missed the Zeta Gundam banner, I think this is gonna be your Zeta Gundam at home. Yeah, that's it. Let me check this one. Map weapon. Yeah, a middle finger to your face. Okay, so let me click the unit skill and see. Ooh, nice effect. Let me see the mobility. 11,000 mobility. Okay. What are the rest mobility? The other mobility. 9,000. 10,000, 12,000. So mobility wise, Sharzaku 2 piloted by Shar Origin, because he gets a mobility increase from here, F91 with the mobility increase from the unit skill still cannot go above the Sharzaku. So again, now that we know, like, you know, this whole series is all about a balanced stats. He sits in the middle, you know, like he's not faster than the fastest unit, he's not the strongest than the strongest unit. I mean, like, not strongest, like deal the highest damage as the highest damage unit, you know. Everything sits in between everything. Put or not, VP? No, I'm not gonna put. Bansosnya belum turun-turun nih. Wah, masa nggak laku banner? Does it have an after image when you move it? Let me see. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have an after image. When the skill is activated, when you click on it, like when you, if you leave him to auto, then he will activate the skill, definitely. Oh, my disappointment. Let me see. We're gonna auto this. Let's see what Sibuk gonna do. Yeah, straight away cast the skill. Okay, so that's the pilot on auto. Okay, not the pilot. I mean like the unit. If you leave the unit on auto, you're gonna cast the skill straight away. Let me change the pilot. Okay, because we know that Sibuk doesn't deal the highest damage. Well, he does, but his stats is balanced. Let me see. Just now we got. Wait, what was the number again? Just now. What's the number? I'm gonna see, like if I change the pilot into the best pilot for F91, probably who is the strongest EFSF pilot? Maybe Amuro Attacker. Yeah, maybe Amuro Attacker. Let me see. Let's remember his number, okay? This is 279, okay, 279, while the Sharzaku 263, okay, 279, 263, 279, 263, 279, 260, okay, remember that, 79, 260. Okay, now I'm gonna change the pilot to the actual pilot, like the best pilot, okay. This one has the best pilot, which is Mikhail, and then this guy has the best pilot, which is the EFSF. Let me check the EFSF tag. Who is the strongest EFSF attacker pilot? Zero, I have 772, 848, 811, 858. I think Ito Surugi is the best EFSF pilot. Yeah, Ito. Yona is not on NTD, so he doesn't get buffed. Yeah, Ito is our strongest EFSF pilot. And he also has a single chance step. That means that his affinity tag should be increasing damage dealt to enemies. Yeah, Ito is our strongest EFSF pilot. So let's just go with this against Horty. Let me see. What was the number just now? 279 to 63, okay? 279 for the F91 and 263 for the Sharzaku. Let me see how much damage they gonna get when they change into the best pilot for them. Okay. So let me see. This one, tada, 295. Okay, almost the same as the Zeta. 295. That's how much damage Mikhail bring on a Xeon unit. Okay, 295. And how about this guy? 290. Wow. Wait, 279 just now, right? 279 to 263. So the increase from Mikhail piloting Char is higher than the increase of Gundam F91 piloted by Ito. Okay, the increase, like the increase from Sibuk to Ito is not as high as the increase from Char to Mikhail. So that means that the attack stats of Char Zaku 2 is just that high. Okay, because Ito and Mikhail probably are sitting at the same level. You know, they have MP up ability and they also have very high stats. Ito on the melee, Mikhail on the range. So they should be sitting on the same position as the strongest single chance type pilot for EFSF and Xeon. So Shiar Aznable just gives so little damage on the Shiar Zaku. He doesn't maximize Shiar Zaku's high attack stats, while the Seabook at least has quite some decent damage compared to the Shiar Aznable. So that's why the increase is not so much. So now the Shiar Zaku deal higher damage than the F91, where previously he deal lower damage than F91. So yeah, 290. So you can do this, okay? If you do get the F91, you better off just use Ito Tsurugi piloting the F91 compared to using the Seabook Arno. If you cannot get the double chance step, okay? Like always, if you go to PvP and you cannot kill your enemy, so you don't get the double chance step, then there is no point using a double chance step pilot. You better off just use a single chance step pilot. You deal more damage in total that way. Okay, so this is the damage where they sit. Okay, we compare the F91 with all the 4-range weapon units. Okay, so we already know the number. Okay, I'm gonna change this to we definitely win in damage compared to all the 5-range weapon unit. You can already compare him with the Strike Freedom, like so far above. So now we're gonna compare him with all the melee, okay, where he sits compared to all the melee. Let me see. We have the God Gundam. We have the not your Justice, this Infinite Justice, the Destiny, and then maybe I also want to compare with the Caliban. Let's go. We already know the number, okay? So let's compare them. Who is the best pilot for the SSR Phoenix attack when Yoda Basta UR is glued to the UR Phoenix attack? So that is now the best Psychomo and you is bad now. Yeah, the best UR pilot for SSR Phoenix attack is the Amuro attacker, if you do have him. So let's see, this is your god, 325,000 without any skill, anything, okay? Like 325,000, already surpassing everything. And that's why you see, like the Zeta Gundam is really important in terms of comparing this thing, because he is almost as strong as a melee unit. Okay, now we have the Infinite Justice. We see 220,000, but he doesn't deal critical damage yet. Okay, that's 220,000. And then there is the Destiny. This is 212,000. Again, this one requires MP. So it needs to be at supercharged, so cannot really compare that. And this one is the Caliban. Higher remaining HP is 226,000. Caliban actually doesn't really deal much damage, you know. Like he has high attack, but compared to other unit, he doesn't really deal that high damage. Like just now, even Strike Freedom is 210,000. He is like a better version of Strike Freedom. Okay, like if I want to compare, like Caliban is kind of like another benchmark, but a little bit higher than the Strike Freedom. So that's why the Strike Freedom is no longer relevant, if only not because the Strike Freedom stack is the most often used stack by the developer. Like every single Master League, you can always bring your Strike Freedom. Astaga, 36k. Dewas udah dapat sama Diamond, udah dapat sama XX Unit Warrior. Oh my god, that's bad luck. Zaku is sweating during all this test session. Maybe Nightingale is still good, right? You got 3 stars. What Nighttail? What do you mean Nighttail? What is Nighttail? You got 3 stars. What 3 stars Nighttail? I don't know what you mean. So anyway, that's the Gundam F91. If you do want the best pilot for the Gundam F91, obviously if you want to deal as much damage as possible in a single attack, use Ito Tsurugi. Okay, if you do want to get the double chain step while also still dealing high damage, then you use the Shibuka Arno. Let me find the like Amuro attacker. Let's see. Let me use Amuro attacker. Like we know just now that he is sitting at 279,000 using Shibuka Arno. We want to see like if we actually use a double chain step pilot, will Shibuka Arno be better than a double chain step pilot? We know that Shibuka Arno is worse than Ito Tsurugi, a single chain step pilot. But let's see where he sits on the Amuro. 251,000. So Shibuka Arno is better than a double chain step pilot. This is expected because Shibuka Arno got double chain step on top of the final damage increase 15%. So obviously he gonna be much better than any other double chain step pilot if he is piloting an F91 unit. Like you can consider him as a single chain step pilot, but on top of the F91 he get a double chain step. Okay. So damage wise, Shibuk is the same as a single chain step pilot with a low stats. Okay. So that's the advantage of Shibuk, like you can use him to pilot any other unit and he will be considered a single chain step pilot. Okay. But he doesn't require any tanks. Okay, you will always get his final damage increase and range increase in any unit. And when he's piloting the F91, he will get a double chain step. Okay, so what do we need to test next? Maybe this one. I want to check him support defending. Okay, so I'm gonna put a unit in here. Let's just say the Zeong. Okay. Then rearrange this, okay. And so I want to see if we block the enemy attack, will I consume my unit skill, okay? That's the thing we're gonna test in here. I think I assume. Yeah. But what do you mean is still good? Like it's a totally different case. Like it's a support unit with a debuff. They are good as long as you need the debuff. What's the connection with here? You need red team to maximize your sharp passive around your Nightingale, like your Phoenix around NTD. No. That's a different test. Okay, like that's their own advantage. Okay. Like you don't always bring Nightingale or the Phoenix to always buff them, you see. So we only compare the unit by themselves. Obviously, if you are able to bring Nightingale, Sharzaku gonna deal even higher, but that is his own advantage. In the future, maybe the F91 will get another unit that can buff him. Like just now, if you want to compare Nightingale buffing the Sharzaku, F91 also can be buffed by that SSR pilot. There is one SSR pilot who buffed all the F91 unit. You can just bring him and we compare them. They're gonna end up similarly the same. You see, so it's not something that change your decision on whether you want the F91 or not. We want to know where the F91 sits, and we now know that he sits in the middle. He sits in between. Well, I like the older UC series art style. Nightingale will always be good. Flexibility, yes. Yeah. So let's go. I want to use the unit skill. Okay, tada. Okay, and we're just gonna sit here. And then we gonna end phase, and I want to see if I block the enemy attack, will I use my buff? Like we know that this gonna sits permanently until we use the damage cut. Oh, nice, it's written here, the damage cut. So until we use the damage cut, the buff will stay permanently on him. So you always get the mobility 10% as long as you don't get hit at all. So now we gonna protect this Zeong. Although he has only 10%. The fuck. We're gonna test first, okay? If the enemy miss, will I still consume this damage card or not? Okay, let's do that. No, it doesn't consume. So this is great. This is great. As long as the enemy miss, you will never use up this. Okay, it's different than sway. For sway, obviously, if the enemy miss, it's counted towards using the sway because the sway's purpose is to increase your dodge by 100%. It already do its job, okay, making the enemy miss their attack. You dodge 100%. So the sway is gone once you take the hit, and the enemy, whether they will never ever hit you. Okay, if they miss, the sway will be used. Okay, so wait, I forgot. Like if the enemy attack you with EX weapon and you use sway, that means that you will get hit, right? Will the sway stays on you or will the sway still be consumed? Yeah, I never take notice about that. Like you can only test that in the Master League. But most of the time, if the enemy use sway and I use EX weapon, they will die. I never take notice whether they still have their sway or not if they get hit by EX weapon. Very, very nice, man. I got nothing. The fuck? But if a support hit with an enemy, the support will hit. Yeah, we also gonna check the support attack, okay? Later. If it Charles versus the SSR, the F91 tech buffer, we gonna go unit your F91 with that is going to be big. Yeah, that's why. That's why I don't use the team-wide buffer, you know. Like they just gonna sway your number. So anyway, if you dodge the weapon, the enemy attack, then you're not gonna use your the twin, whatever you call this. Yeah, the damage card. So we're gonna actually go to a stage where the enemy can attack me. Okay, we're gonna go to the Eternal Road and we bring these units. We will see if the damage card also gonna block a support attack. Okay, which stage should I use? I probably this one, the new stage. Or let's just is there any stage that I know there is a support attacker? Oh, the protagonist stage. Yeah, the protagonist stage. There should be a Sharzaku followed by all the support attacker. So we're gonna put some unit in here, and then we're gonna put the F91 there, okay? Piloted by a tank. Okay, so let's sortie. We're gonna check if the thing blocks the entire enemy support attack, or will it only block one of the very first attack and the rest gonna hit you. Because in the skill description it says that it blocks the initial damage. Okay, so we shall see. Okay. Let's just put you here. I'm gonna just put myself in here using the unit skill. Okay, and let's stand by. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, this guy attack, he gonna use all the support attack. We're gonna support defense and we still alive there. We gonna evade this. No, we're not gonna evade this. Let's just attack that guy back, okay? And we're gonna use support defense, and there is a damage cut, but there is still damage incoming, so we can safely assume that it only block the first attack, okay? Look at that. Failure, miss, failure, block, and then failure. So that's nice. Okay, so when you miss, you still haven't used your damage cut. Only until you get hit, then you will use the damage cut, and only after that you will receive the damage in. Okay, so let's try using that again. We will see. Okay. That's how the F91 works. So this is great because the mobility increase your chance to dodge. That means that if you can dodge your enemy, then you can maximize this unit skill. Okay, only use it when you actually take hit, and not just like Sway. So this is a better version of Sway. Sway, whether the enemy do anything to you because you dodge them, okay? Like you can dodge the entire enemy attack when using Sway. Like all the support attacks will be dodged, and that's it. You will use up your Sway. It will be gone. But this one, if you keep dodging the enemy attack and didn't get hit at all, you will still keep your buff. Because your buff is not dodging, your buff is blocking damage. Okay? So let's take a look again. We're gonna slow this down. Get hit, block that, damage cut, failure. Get hit, the damage in getting in. Okay, so it only blocked the very first one. That's how this skill works. Okay, that's how it. Wait, so if you have Sway active, you Sway first, then catch the next attack with the damage cut. Yes, exactly. Let's try that. We're gonna try using a pilot with Sway. Okay. We're gonna Sway on the Sharzaku, and only then we will have the F91 to block the next damage. Let me see. Can Sharaznable has Sway? Yeah, he does have Sway. I don't need to change this thing. Let's just sort it. Gonna go. We need to be early tomorrow for sure. Good night, guys. Yeah. Thanks for coming, Mark. But you now know how this thing works, okay? The testing, I think the testing is almost done. What else? Type it now here. What am I missing on the testing? I think we already test everything pretty much. Go ahead and bench cut stacks when you use them together. Also, so Sway does stacks right there. So you guys feel we make it first 1 or 2 attack in master special skill will absorb support EX, and we have to tank the target counter attack. Exactly. Okay. So yeah, like Sway cannot block an EX weapon, so obviously this is the only guy who can survive and receive 0 damage from EX weapon. Okay. So let's use this. Let's stand by here. Okay. So you're gonna attack. Look at that, because he used Sway, everyone gonna miss. Okay, we support defense and still get 0 damage. We don't have the damage cut in here. Okay. So look at that. Miss, and our buff will still be there. Ta-da! And now we finally get the damage cut. Look at that, support defense. So this is the next one. We're gonna again do this. Okay, damage cut, miss, failure, and then get hit. Look at that. So that's how the F91 skill works. That's why I'm so excited. When I saw the banner yesterday, I told you all this F91 and F90 is best to be piloted by a durability pilot. They can do this, you see. When piloted by durability pilot, you can protect your allies, take their hit, and receive 0 damage. Although you can just put an attacker and use it for your own self, okay? Like use an attacker, go into a dangerous situation, and then the enemy attack you, and you block that damage, okay? Like you know the Musha Gundam stage, where if you attack the Musha Gundam, the Musha gonna kill you straight away because of how much attack he has. Like this guy can block one of that damage, you know, like you can attack him using an attacker, like you put Shibukarno on the F91, attack the Musha Gundam, and then he gonna counter attack you, and you receive 0 damage, no repercussion. So we just need to test if the EX skill will cancel the Sway. Yeah, because we need Master League for that. Yeah, I cannot test it in here. There is not a single stage in here where I can test getting hit by an EX weapon. Yeah, the SR pilots. What SR pilots? What's the verdict? Must pull. How does it compare to God Gundam? Comparing to the God Gundam, he still deal lower damage, but he definitely still deal lower damage than the God Gundam. Obviously, like it's a range unit. Like he even deal lower damage than the Zeta Gundam. Okay, so just now, If piloted by Ito Tsurugi, then the F91 almost deal as much damage as the Zeta Gundam. Like he is the second highest 4-range attacker in this game right now, but still lower than the Zeta Gundam. So the Zeta Gundam, because he still cannot surpass the God Gundam, that is the F91 definitely cannot surpass him. So for those of you who doesn't have the Zeta Gundam and want a 4-range attacker, like the highest damage dealer, then the F91 gonna be your Zeta Gundam at home. Okay. And it's even better than the Zeta Gundam, because the Zeta Gundam is AU. You don't really have a lot of pilot for that. You only have Camille, Asuna, and Judao, while this is EFSF. And compared to the Double X, also Double X is what is his tag? Like he can only be piloted by Garrett. You see, so this one is your best 4-range attacker. They deal higher damage than a 5-range attacker, but they deal lower damage than a melee attacker. So if you do need that kind of unit, then this is your guy. Okay. So depending on the situation. So for those of you who doesn't know yet, like if you are a new players, okay, we categorize attacker into 3 different attacker depending on the range of their attack. We have the 5-range attacker, we have the 4-range attacker, and we have the melee attacker. The melee attacker, because of their disadvantage of short range, they always gonna deal the highest damage. They deal higher damage than the 4-range attacker, and obviously deal higher damage than the 5-range attacker. The 4-range attacker, because they have a disadvantage, like a shorter range than the 5-range attacker, they always gonna deal higher damage than the 5-range attacker. Okay. That's the 4-range attacker. And then there is the 5-range attacker, because they can attack the enemy from 5 range away, definitely like making them able to counterattack every single attack the enemy throw at you. They have the lowest attack damage compared to all of them. So that's where they sit. Okay, so this is the F91. They sit in the middle. Okay, although among the middle, he is the second strongest after the Zeta Gundam, but because of his tag, the tag is EFSF, he is the most versatile. You can use any pilot on him. Okay, a ton of EFSF pilot you can use on him. And now with the unit skill, you can also block enemies damage, like what we are testing right now. Okay, so definitely a better choice than the Zeta Gundam. The Zeta Gundam only has damage, this guy has utility. Okay, so verdict is that for me, I'm gonna wait until the last day. I want to see the perfect Zeong first, okay? I want to see the perfect Zeong. If the perfect Zeong is so not as good as I thought, then I will also gonna go all out on this banner. Like I definitely need the F91. Although they're not really neat, you know. Like if you cannot have F91 at high limit break, then you don't really want a 0 limit break attacker in your lineup to go to PvP. You see, like they still deal low damage. You better off just use an SSR unit for that. The pilot also, Shibuka Arno, only has a double chance step when piloting F91. We're gonna find the F91 alternative. Let's go. Like the F91 alternative that Shibuka Arno can pilot, getting the double chance step while getting the final damage increase and range increase from the affinity tag, and also hopefully can attack from 5 range away. Let's see. Yeah, we do have this. This is the only attacker for him. Too bad he only has 4 range. Yeah, so Shibuka Arno can alternatively use this guy. If you get Shibuka Arno attacker, like a limited time pilot, you know, and want to maximize his strength, and you don't have F91, you are at you know, higher limit break, you have him at 0 limit break, you better off just SSP convert this guy, or maybe just SP convert this guy. He should be a better alternative unit you can use Shibuka Arno on. The farther you are from the enemy. You get a 4 range weapon, and you also get the double chain step. And because this guy, the longer he goes on in the battle, like the more turns you do, the higher his damage is gonna be. So he is the perfect unit for Shibu Kano to pilot on PvE stage. Okay, so now if you pull for Shibu Kano attacker, then if you are a free-to-play players and then you use this as an alternative, they become a PvE pilot and unit. You can definitely clear PvE stages much better with this unit, but still, this kind of thing is optional because if you go to PvP, even though this guy is strong after SSP convert, I think you're better off just put Death Stallion on this guy because you can attack 3 times. Unless you can be sure to kill your enemy and make use of the double chain step of Seabook. Because if you don't get the double chain step, then the Seabook is not much different than Ito. You better off just use Ito, okay? Because Ito deal higher damage with his higher melee stats, although this guy is using range stats. Yeah, I think let me compare Seabook with Zero Armada. Seabook with Zero Armada. Zero F772 attack burst, MP up from the beginning. Use damage dealt. Okay. And where is Seabook? $748. Okay, a little bit lower. He doesn't have the attack burst. And he doesn't have the MP up. Yeah. Oh wait, does his stats increase just now? Let me see. Here we go here. Pilot by Seabook. Does his range increase? His range is 700 something, right? So if I pilot by Seabook, will Seabook get the range increase? Hey, wait. Yeah, 855. So you better off just use Seabook. But Ito still deal higher damage than Seabook. 858. Wait, let me see. Let me see Seabook damage. Okay, let me see the attack damage. 279, right? 279. But Ito still deal higher. Why? He only has a little bit difference compared to Ito. Where is Ito? There. Yeah, 855 to 858. They only have 3 stats difference for damage. 279. So why does Ito deal higher damage than this guy? Than Seabook? Yeah, 290. It's 10,000, 11,000 attack difference. It's like 5% damage increase with only 3 stats difference. Why? Oh, MP. Yeah. It's the MP that is the difference. So actually, Ito and Seabook should deal the same damage. Yeah, if they go supercharged. If they go supercharged, then they will deal the same damage. It's just that Ito is, like have MP up from the beginning. Okay. So scratch that. I think Seabook is still the best pilot for the F91. You don't really need to change to Ito. He already has 855 range stats. And let me see. If I change this to another unit. I'm gonna use maybe a Zeta. Oh my god, that's insane. Oh my god, that's insane. Yeah. See, this is what I told you, you know. Like, Seabook, his most broken ability is that he gets this increased damage dealt to enemies and increased range on any unit when HP is 75% or above. So you can assume that he will always get his 855 range stats, okay, on any unit as long as you have your HP full. So that means that he is currently the highest range stats pilot in the game. Let me compare it with other pilot, okay, like character. Let me see range stats. Who has the highest? Look at that, 871 for Garrett, Annabelle Gatto 861, and then this Annabelle Gatto is 855. So if Seabook has 855 permanently, as long as you never get attacked, then he is the third highest range stats pilot in this game, and he can pilot every single unit with that 855 range. Dang it. He is even better than Hero Yui. No, not better. Like, oh yeah, better. Like, Hero Yui doesn't have the final damage increase. Let me see. Yeah, he doesn't have the final damage increase. So, Seabook Arno will deal higher damage on unit because of his final damage increase on top of the 855. But he doesn't get the double chance step. Okay, if you do need the double chance step, then Hero Yui is still your guy. And Asemu is a support attacker. Okay, double support attacker. So yeah, this banner is really worth it. You know, like, Seabook can pilot any unit who requires range stats as their weapon. XS and F91 will become cancer in the next Master League. Yeah, they be your guy if you run into a Master League opponent that is running a lot of support counter attack. Give me still interesting though. The F91 SRY. Are you gonna pull or for him, Vivi? You know, as much as he is insanely good, you know, this banner, like the unit F91, it's only usable if you do get him to maximum limit break. Like it's a pay to win unit, okay, the F91, because he get the gimmicks, the utility to block enemies attack. But then what after that? What do you do after that? Okay, that's the thing. Like, it's a utility, like situational. If you want to block enemies attack, like you still can work with, for example, an actual durability unit. Okay, like you can block a lot more, but you are an attacker, you don't really block much. Like, for example, here's the thing, like an attacker can only block 1 damage, maybe. Like, for example, if you are an attacker, you can only block 1 of the enemy's damage and that's it, you die. But for F91, you can block once, damage cut by using your unit skill, and after that you can block again. Okay, that's the gimme. But if you use an actual durability unit, you can block once, you're still alive, then you block another one, okay, and you might still be alive that way. Same thing with the F91, you might still be alive. So it's as if you use the F91, it's as if you still just using an actual durability unit, but now on top of protecting your allies, you can deal damage back to your enemies. Okay, so if you use a durability pilot who has high range stats or maybe melee stats or awakened stats, because you use EX weapon anyway, you can deal damage back to your enemy after you protect your allies. That's the gimmick of the F91. But still, in doing so, you need your unit to be strong too. So the limit breaks do makes a difference. Like, if you make your F91 stronger, then definitely you can do that much better. Okay, so F91 is basically the opposite of a durability unit. Like, you usually use durability unit to protect your allies, and then on your downtime after you use your support defense, you want your durability unit to deal damage back to your enemy. We are talking about PvP in here, okay? But this one, you actually use an actual attacker to deal damage to your enemy after you successfully defend your allies. Okay, so the purpose is the same, but in PvE, your utility, your unit skill from the F91 can even block a 1 million damage once. Like its utility is damn good in PvE, you know. Like you can basically cheese a lot of stages with F91 because you can block the boss damage once. Okay, that's the thing. Now, the pilot is what you want from this banner. Okay, the pilot, both the Shibu Karno and the Death Stallion are definitely a must-have pilot. Like one can be used in every single unit and deal 855 worth of range attack as damage. You see, and having a range boost, a heal, and a sway on top of that, really great pilot. Okay, and then Death Stallion is a double support attack pilot from EFSF that can go supercharged. So the pilots are the ones you want. Okay, so definitely really worthy banner to pull. Okay, that's my verdict. Let's go back from where? What text does F91 and F90 have? This one, the tech. Test types high commu tough as nails tenacious. Okay. So it's not a must pull unit. Yes, the unit is not a must pull, the pilot is a must pull. Although for me, Shibu Karno, as much good as he is, I'm still okay with Amuro attacker. Yeah, for me, because I still want to wait for the Perfection, so I'll probably gonna pull this banner on the last day. Okay. Would you like to see a 6 range attacker that deals a little less damage than a 5 range? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe in the future, if we get a 6 range attacker, then they might deal even lower damage than a 5 range attacker. So now there is an initially SSR in depth diagram that can change from defender to attacker with 5 range. Yes, exactly. We already talked about that. So we will have a double chance step pilot, right? With only, if only he pilot an F91 unit, okay, he will be a double chance step pilot. Okay. But if not, on any other unit, he is a single chance step pilot. So he also deal as like a single chance step pilot. He deal very high damage. Well, also recover execute the 75% HP conditional buffs. Yes, has there been a better value banner before this condition? How many different situations and Stallion can be placed in? I think the last worthy banner like this one was the Setsuna durability, you know. Not really Setsuna. Like even previous before this is, I don't know. I need to check the banner. Let me see. There is this. What is this? Latest release, right? No. Game news. No, there is this database where I can check all the unit assembly. Yeah, this one. Okay, let me check the banner. Okay, before this, the last banner that we get the best value out of the banner is this guy. I cannot click on it. Oh, there it is. Oh, not this one. Asemu is really good pilot. He has both high range and melee stats. I think it's the Caliban. Yeah, this one. The last time we get this kind of banner was in the Caliban banner. Because both the Caliban and the Strike Freedom has Kira Yamete and Suleta, double chance step pilot that can be used on any unit. While the Destiny has Shinasuka that can be used in every single unit. And we all know right now, even until now, Shinasuka is a broken pilot, you know. So, That's the last time we get a banner that is a must pull. Okay, I would say like in the Caliban, because the Destiny Shin Asuka is the most broken pilot in existence. Like if we consider that as 100% must pull, I would say that this banner right now is kind of like a 90%. Okay, a 90% must pull. Because you still have that 10% chance that you don't really need Sibuk Arno because you have other pilot. You see? Like for example, because all of my SSP units are awakened units, so I can still just use my Amuro attacker to pilot all of them. I don't really need Sibuk Arno to be my go-to pilot. But for most of you who uses range unit in SSR, because the awakened ones are mostly the Psychomu units, okay? Like I live in a totally different world than you guys. Like I use all mostly Psychomu units, like a new type machine units. So I use awakened stats mostly. So Sibuk Arno becomes optional for me. Like if I want to use my strongest unit, I will use an awakened pilot. But when I use any other unit, then my go-to pilot is Sibuk Arno. Okay, so for all of you guys, your go-to pilot, because you pilot other units, will most likely gonna be Sibuk Arno. Okay. Good evening, bosses. So what's the verdict? Is F91 must pull? The pilot, yes, the pilot is really good. But if someone has a one range attack but has 10k base power, then it's gonna be a God Gundam. Yeah. It's a God Gundam. It's your God. Okay. If they have a one range attack but has 10k base power, then obviously that unit will be your go-to unit in PvE. Because when you go to PvE, you can position your unit as such, so the range doesn't really matter. Okay, you can position him on the one range, and then you put a support pilot on that unit, and you attack 3 times of 10,000 weapon power. And anyway, Sibuk is associated to the first attacker problem in BB, where you run into a wall of counter-attack support that instantly takes out your damage dealer. Yes, exactly. So that's why, like the F91 is such a, just like the Strike Noir, you know, Strike Noir currently is the best support unit in PvP because his ability to go into the front, map weapon the enemy's weakest unit, and then position yourself so that you can support attack on any of your allies who moves after the Strike Noir. Okay. So he is the best support pilot and support unit in the game right now for PvP, and so does the F91 now. F91 has a gimmick to block one attack from the enemy, so it's something that is really good in any situation. You know, the ability to block one single hit. Yeah, wait for last day. Wise enough. Yeah, that's fine. Like you don't really need them right now, you know. Just wait until the last day. I want to see the next banner first. Only then I will decide whether I want to pull on this banner or not. Okay. Managed to get a 0 LB F91 and 1 LB F90 and thinking of going for the supporter. Do you think it's worth going for the limited supporter? You check your account first. If you do have a lot of test type units, then it's worth it. But if you don't have, because most of them are limited, let me go back to here. Okay, let me show you the thing. Okay. What is the test type? I think this is the test type. Okay, this is a test type. Okay, so look at this in the test type. Because most of these are limited type units. The Caliban is limited. The F91 is limited. The Banshee is limited. The XS is limited. Yeah, XS is limited, right? And then the Dendrobium is limited. GP02A is limited. Blue Destiny. I think Blue Destiny. Is this limited or not? I forgot. But he's not really that relevant. Yeah. So there are a ton of limited units in the test type. So if you don't have a good chunk of the test type units then you better off just find your other tanks, okay, for the supporter. Here's the test type budget for it. Well, I cave on this banner, so spent 30k gems, got everything except the SSR Burger Dallas and the URC. The SSR, all the SSR are not really that great, you know. You can just skip them. Need specialized support. Yeah, I agree, Sinasuka. I love that about the Strike Noir. Yeah, I was never really intending to go for Strike Noir, but ended up with 2-star and it's been fun heavy. Like, I just got him on 1-star, but IJ took the 2-star spot. Now I am hoping for spooks. Yeah. So that's the thing about this banner, okay? Like, if Destiny Gundam is 100% must pull, like this is kind of like a 90% must pull because of how good this Sibuk Arno is. Like, you see, just go to here. Look at this. Like, whatever unit I pilot, look at this. Whatever unit I pilot, I have an 855 range stats pilot. It's damn good. Okay, with also an increased damage dealt to enemies by 15%, and if I pilot the F91, I get a double chance step like any of this unit. And among any of this unit, like the ones that really great for SSP conversion is this guy. Okay. Like SSP convert this guy, you get a 5 range weapon at 6,120. Like, you don't really need to make this guy a map weapon damage dealer. Like, you know, map weapon is nice and all, but if you use Sibuk Arno on this guy, he can also just be a 5 range attacker with power 6,120. And the weapon effect is also really easy to use, you know. Like, this is such a really good unit. Like, and you can use him in space, ground, and underwater, even though you deal less damage on underwater, but your aim is the space and ground. That's how most units can go to. You see, like this guy becomes a really strong you know, SSP candidate for Sibuk Arno. Put him on this guy and he will get a double chance step, and also on top of that a 6x3 map weapon with a power 4,670. That's quite huge actually. Not huge. Like I think the high new is 5,000 weapon power, but still worthy to clear all the small minions, you see. And then you also have the actual F91. You can also put Sibuk Arno on this F90 and get that double chance step. But still, like, you better off just use a support pilot on that one. And this is your go-to 4 range. I think compared to this, I rather just SSP this guy. Yeah, the only problem with this guy is that he is huge. But if I want to SSP, like, this one is worth more than this guy. If you want to SSP. Yeah. Because of how versatile he is. Not versatile, I mean, like, he has a map weapon and also a 5 range weapon, while this guy, he does have a map weapon too, but he has 2 ammo map weapon. Okay, so this guy is also okay. Like, you just choose between these two. Which one do you want? The rest sucks. Yeah, the rest sucks. Okay, that's Sibuk Arno, you know. The F91 I put because you say he is good. Yes, he is good. He is good. Really good. But you need him to be strong in order to become even better. Like, if not, then at 0 limit break, you only use him to just block one of the enemy damage and that's it. You see? Like, in PvP, you know damn well that you know, 0 limit break UR units sometimes don't deal enough damage. Not sometimes, like on the higher combat power enemies, like, you don't deal enough damage if you only bring a 0 limit break UR units. Okay, so obviously you need to invest on him if you want to make him good. That's why that's also something that prevent me from pulling on this banner, because the F91 and Shibuka, for me, they are great, but not something that I will die if I don't have them. You see, side sensor killed me. And most of the test type limited, but I also have one LB on the 0083 test type UR ship, which is not quite as good because it's not limited, but still a UR ship. But if you do have most of the test type limited, then yeah, go for the limited. Even though you have a one limit break, a Chimagaraho test type UR ship, you still better off just invest on this UR ship, okay? Because once this one reach maximum limit break, it will give you higher stats percentage than Chimagaraho. Okay. We need to already look at the SR pilots to see if any of them are worth SP conversion. Oh yeah, no, I haven't checked them. Let me see the SR pilot. Okay, let me check them. Sort by order received. Okay, look at that. We have all the SR pilots. Let me take a look at all of them. Let's see. 713 Awakened. This is an Awakened attacker pilot. Boost rates, increase accuracy, innovation. He sucks. Nothing unique about that pilot. Okay. 779 melee. Increase melee, boost critical. If you do need a critical, if you pilot a critical damage unit, then obviously you need this guy. That's it. That's the only thing you need from this guy. Okay. But you can live without him. Always put Mikazuki on a unit that requires critical, okay, or Master Ratio, or any pilot who has a critical boost from the UR. They are much easier to. It doesn't cost you any SP conversion. This is a range pilot, okay. Nothing special about this moment, so just skip that. 741 Awakened support pilot, increase MP, double support attack, MP6. Wow, this is nice. This is nice. This is an Awakened pilot who can go supercharged from the beginning. Oh, I definitely gonna SP convert this guy. Yeah, you don't need any tech to go supercharged on this pilot. Although it's not really worth it because the affinity tag is F91. Although I can put him on this guy. Yeah, I can go supercharged with him. Hey, this is quite nice. But not as nice as other supercharged pilot because of how limited his other thing is. Like the skill sucks. This is double support attack. Although situationally I can make use of this. But because I will always gonna cast the MP up, I will never have enough SP to use this support attack. And then the affinity tag will never trigger. Because, yeah, like you need to use these units in order to trigger this. But that's a nice pilot. Okay. This one, 789 range, attack burst, high speed, range. Yep, nothing special about this guy, just high stats. And high stats are always replaceable in the future. Range 767, boost critical MP up. Oh, this is quite nice. Yeah, like nice skill over here. But then again, because his affinity tag is F91, you see, like you cannot use him on any other unit aside from this one, and not losing the increased damage dealt ability, you know. So yeah, I think the one that is very much worth increasing is just the support defense on counter. If you can get the F91 and F90, okay? Like the F90 is non-limited, so you can always grab that one anytime. So the pilot that has a support defense on counter can be used on the F90, protect your allies, and then you can also still debuff your enemy, and on top of that you can prevent the enemy from getting a double chance step. So it's really good. The one pilot that you need to SP convert is definitely that pilot with a support defense on counter. So defense 690, high speed defense, nope, not good. This one 759, MP up and sway. This is nice. Where is the MP up again in here? Nope, no MP up in here. So not really worth it. 23. Yup, nothing good about this guy. And that's it. This is Death Stallion already. Yep. So yeah, just this pilot. This is the only pilot that is worth SP converting. Support defense on counter. Okay. You can use this on the F91 and the F90 and also this F91 durability, you know. But you can use support defense on counter or any other unit in here. Because your aim is not the stats, not the skills, nothing, like only her support defense on counter. Okay, that one and this guy, probably. Yeah. That's all. The better Rafflesia is not a 6 range when supercharged. It is, but only if you SSP convert it. The Rafflesia is a 6 range weapon. If you SSP convert it. This. Wait. Ta-da! Look at this. This is a 5 range special weapon using awakened stats. Okay, look at that, special weapon when supercharged. So only if you SSP convert this guy, then because the 5 range weapon is beam, okay, and using range stats is awakened. This is 4 range, so a 5 range become 5 range. So when you SSP, then it becomes a 6 range. Okay, but only if you SSP. Although map weapon wise, it's kind of worth it to SSP convert this guy, kind of. I wouldn't SSP this guy. Like SP convert is already good enough. I don't need the 6 range weapon. F91 has a lot of appeal for PvP, but for it to be useful at the levels where you will need that, it's MLB necessary. Yes, that's why. That's why it's a kind of like a PvP unit. That's why when you pull the banner, if you are free-to-play players, just aim for the pilot. Okay, as long as you get Sibuk Arno, the attacker, that's it. You can stop pulling for this banner already. Okay. Because the rest are non-limited. You can always get them on other banners, okay? As long as you get 1 copy of Sibuk Arno, that's it. Your job is done. I think I also want to do that. Let's just pull on this banner, okay? Let's see if I do get enough. I'm gonna pull once, okay? I'm gonna pull once. I think we're done with the testing, so I'm gonna go back to my account for now. Let's see. Alright, let's leave it. I'm also saving for the simulator banner before I decide to pull on this banner. Yes, exactly. Why is strangely attractive? Gundam is really interesting. There are not many awakened F91 units, so Iron Mask is not that good. Yeah, that's why. I'm also considering the mask guy can go supercharged, but there are not many F91 units that I want him to pilot on. I think one of the things that I want to put him on, if I do SP convert him, is also probably because I SP convert this Rafflesia, okay, or not Rafflesia, this one, yeah, this one. See, the Grand Zem and Rafflesia, I definitely gonna SP convert both of them, okay. So I'm gonna put the Maskman on them, so just so that I can go supercharge and use their map weapon, and that's it. It's also nice, low attack, but the map weapon is good. Well, it's not used too. I will probably pull once too, just to say I did. Can't waste that rate up on the Death Stallion. Yeah, the rate up is what's nice. Okay, so let me go to my account and let's pull once. I do have 23,000. I think I can get a little bit more before the next banner. Okay, so let me see, what am I missing? It's gonna reset soon. I've already done my dailies, right? I haven't do any of the story, so I definitely gonna need to do the story in my own free time. So it's time to gacha. I'm gonna spend 3,000 diamond on this one, but probably wait until the reset. We're gonna do it after the reset. So we're gonna go to the story first, and I'm gonna do the story for a bit. Rafflesia is the machine of Iron Mask. Oh yeah, I can see that. Jang. So as usual, as to not waste time. Wait, this is such a short stage. As to not waste time, I'm just gonna. No, I cannot use my Neozion. Let's call this up. The Neozion. Yeah, let's just use this. This one, don't need. Okay. So I'm gonna, as usual, skip these stages, and hopefully, because this is such a short series, we're gonna be able to finish this and then do a gacha. Okay, let's skip this. I'm gonna watch this in my own free time. And then it's just a movie. That is why it's short. Okay. Skipper and auto. Ta-da! Go and die. Yeah, having two Wing Gundam really helps me a lot in clearing all these minions. Can't wait to see the Rafflesia later, okay? I'm definitely gonna SP convert one Rafflesia and watch the Rafflesia nuke the enemy. Definitely gonna make clearing the stage faster, you see? Big laser inside the colony, correction lasers. The suicide bomb level is very annoying to do. Ah, really? There's a suicide bomb stage. Look at that. Really helps clearing a lot, you know. After I use my map weapon, you know, because it's piloted by Hero Yui, it also has a double chance step. So really the perfect team to clear up, like, you know, minions. Check out the Psychomu tech in F91. You have all the F91 and then you need 2 F92 for a full Psychomu tech. Ah, okay. So you can just use all the Psychomus in F91 states. That's nice. Going to be easy for me then. Not really easy, you know, like because my Baltorchica is only 0 limit break. But still. Like that just adds more to the Psychomu tech, okay? One of the most versatile tech in the game. You have everything there. Hi Bibi, I've heard you say that the Kimari's Vida is one of the strongest tank in the game. I have that unit, but I can't really see what you mean by that. Can you explain me what I'm missing, please? Oh, it's because the Kimari's Vidar, when piloted by Gaelio, he has 930 something melee stats. So Kimari's Vidar, when used in PvP, he will deal very high counter-attack damage, because Kimari's Vidar deal more damage when he counter-attack. I think he has that ability. So yeah, if you have MLB Kimari's Vidar, because I already see it in this account, in Silvarian's account, okay, he himself, when get attacked by the enemy, even stronger than the Penelope. Like the Penelope, when getting attacked by the enemy, he can preemptive strike and then reduce the enemy's attack and survive longer. That means that makes the Penelope the most annoying tank in the game. But for Kimari's Vidar, he will take your damage, but after that he gonna counter attack you and you will die. Okay, that's what makes the Kimari's Vidar one of the strongest tank in the game. Like, because he will kill you as a tank. He's not just a punching bag. Okay, be careful against the Kimari's Vidar. Just like the Dead Side. But the problem with the Dead Side is that Dead Side EX weapon is only 3 range, while the Kimari's Vidar is 4 range. Okay, so he has a better chance to counter attack you when you attack him. That's why. The only downside of Malaysia is only space terrain, we're not SSP. Yeah, that's all. But it's the same as Neo Zeong, you know. So I don't really mind. I already SP convert to Neo Zeong, okay, so I don't really mind SP converting Rafflesia to be the leader of the Neo Zeong. What if they add a unit that reflects damage on the defender? Go all out on that one, obviously. Dude, that is the most broken thing in in this kind of game, you know. If you can reflect damage, the fuck. Why do you need to ask why? Imagine this, you know, you go to a PvE stage, you see the boss, the enemy boss, you need to do mechanics to avoid the enemy attack, because the enemy deal 10 million damage to you. Okay, so you need to do the stage following the mechanic. Okay, avoid this, kill their minion first, remove their debuff, reduce their MP, blah 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 blah. If you have a reflect damage tank, just go to that stage, let the boss attack you, and you're done. Your job is done. He will kill himself. Okay. So they definitely will never ever add a unit that can return damage back to the attacker. If they do, there should be a requirement for that. Like for example, you can only return, like, you know, up until certain amount of damage. Like, you will never be able to return more than 100,000 damage. That's it. Okay, they should have a limitation, because if not, you will return a 10 million damage to the enemy boss and your job in PvE stage is done. Okay, that's the most broken thing you can have to break this entire game. I mean, there are some exceptions where absolutely he avoids reflect, or else it will be broken as fuck. If he died, the damage doesn't reflect. No, that's not how damage reflection works, you know. Damage reflect means you receive 0 damage while the entire damage from the enemy attack goes back to the attacker. That's damage reflect, you know. What you are explaining, if he died, the damage doesn't reflect, is damage retaliation. You receive damage and then you deal the exact same damage to your enemy. It's a damage retaliation. Then it's a different mechanic then. Okay. If it is a damage retaliation, then you only as strong as how much you can survive. Okay. So if you have 200,000 HP and the enemy deal damage like 199,000 damage to you, then you're gonna return back 199,000 damage to your enemy. But that doesn't sound really great, isn't it? Because why? In PvP, most of the time you have 150,000 HP, but the enemy deal 500,000 damage to you. So if you cannot return that much damage, then it's useless, you know. If you're gacha in my gacha game moment, if you have my summons, we're probably the worst luck I've ever had. I cannot help your luck. How? How do I help your luck? Really, I tried watching the F91 movie today, but it was hard to see through it. Not sure if it's just me, but the movie had really weird cuts and the pacing was bad. Really? Yeah, maybe sometimes. Like the story sometimes takes too long for Gundam series. Most of the time. What about self-explosion? If your unit dies, the attacker receives damage. Depends on the explosion damage. Okay, if the explosion damage is not so big, then what's the point of explosion damage? But if the explosion damage is too big, then it also becomes OP. Why? Because you can always just use that unit. Go to the front, doesn't matter what he do, because even if he die, he will still contribute in dealing damage to your enemy. Okay. So that is the damage explosion. The developer might add it, but they need to balance the damage. That's all. Okay. But not as broken as a damage reflection. I'm very sure that the developer will never ever put damage reflection ability in this game. F91 wasn't meant to be a movie, by Bandar. Akatsuki is famous for doing that damage reflect from beam attack. So if they release it at UR, it's gonna be strong. But most of the ASO is special. It will be rarely be good. Okay. Yeah. But still, like most UR also have beam/special weapon attribute. So if you reflect the beam aspect, does it reflect only half the damage of that EX weapon, or does it reflect everything? Because it's also still considered a beam. Yeah, that needs testing, if that really is the Akatsuki's ability. And what is that? Wait. Where is the auto? I want to see. What the hell is this? It's a bug. Wait, did we get this unit in the development diagram? This is cute. Oh my god, a moving map weapon. The fuck? Wait, is there an SR unit like this? Although the map weapon is so small, you know, is kind of like useless. This is interesting. This unit is interesting. Let's just continue. I remember from F91 movie was Nanto and Cecily. It's a shame because the concept of F91 is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about the Nanto and Cecily. Is it like something like Kira and Atrun, you know, shouting names at each other? Is that it? Some bugs. No, those are from the Rafflesia, if I remember. Or I forgot. The most annoying thing to have when you want to auto a stage. The boss are also the Rafflesia funnels. The small one is a kamikaze unit. Oh, okay. It's like the Kira and Atrun. No fuck. Is he gonna die? Is he gonna die? Yeah, he's gonna die for sure. Be careful, you can't block the damage. What block the damage? Or the map weapon? Or should be fine, I think. Anyone final damage. Battle was nice though. Yeah, that's a map weapon. The fuck. So cute. Oh my god, that's a self-destruct. Oh, wait. No. Where's Dawn? I want to see. They can self-destruct. The thing that you said is here already. The fuck? And I can stop them. I cannot stop them because this is a map weapon. It doesn't need my confirmation. Don't let them all die. I want to see. Oh my god. Is this all Rafflesia's minions? Wow, I'm liking this Rafflesia for having this kind of funnels. Maybe if I pilot an actual Gundam, then this might be it. Oh my god, we really die because of all that. Let me see. Self-destruct. This unit becomes unable to fight. Wow. That's nice. Okay. Maybe it's pro war crime. Oh, the annoying thing is when they target the gas and the gas dies and it is to reset. Exploding Beyblades. Sandro is not further. They were meant to massacre people. I hope we get Reflexio UR. Please ban for. Yeah, I also wish to have the Reflexio UR. You know, like when we watched the developer live stream together, the roadmap reveal, I said that, you know, I want that Reflexio to be the UR. Too bad. Can we have a UR Suda with that ability on the map weapon called Comet? Oh my god, we're really gonna die. The battle cleared. They all died. The battle cleared by itself. Yeah, the bugs are flying explosive buzz or remotes. Elma's entire plotline gave his thumb up as he took his wife, leaving him really badly, so he said to my old man guy with buzz. When the Suda become kamikaze, you did too. Isn't Suda kamikaze is kind of like a mistake? So he shouldn't, he's not deliberately exploding himself, right? So it's not supposed to be called kamikaze. Like it's just short circuit. It's called a short circuit then. That's the point. It was too fast for his own good. The bus blowing themselves out is how I won the second F91 internal road stages. It's curious, do you guys... Oh, the dice has been changed. Okay, let's do the gacha, and after that we are done with this. The nice thing. Or should I just finish the stage for a little bit more? But yeah, let's do the gacha. Let's see. I'm gonna do the dailies first, and then after that we're gonna do the gacha. Let's go. Gonna pull once, that's it. Okay. I'm just hoping I can get Sibuk Arno. If my one pull get myself a Sibuk Arno, then that's it. My pull on this banner is done. We will see. Can I do that? It's curious, do you guys play the hard stages on auto at the side for deathmatch or just skip the stages every day? We usually just do all the hard ones, okay? Not the normal or the boss stage. Because it's not really worth going for the boss stage and below. Oh, I need to clear one of these. Let's upgrade this guy. See if the good news, the FEA F90 is still usable in F91. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip one of these. Do the daily faster. Okay, let's go for the unit assembly. Let's see, we do get a ticket, but this is the SSR. Let's just assemble this one first. Let's go. Use one time. Good news, the FEA F90 is still usable in F91 stage. Yeah, but it's not a good unit to be SP converted. Sibu, please attack. I need to be specific since the durability is there. Can it be done? A preemptive strike team in Master League. Somebody already done that. Okay, Silp already make a video out of it. I would say that is not as interesting, you know. How you get lucky in your first pull? Yeah. So let's see. Will I get the Sibu Anno on the first pull? Let's go. Use 10 times. Hakablam! Downloading, please. No downloading. Dang it. We're not getting anything. Amuro, please. Yeah. No Amuro. Dang it. Yeah, we got nothing on my first pull. Shit. Okay, that's it for tonight's stream, guys. We get nothing. Yeah, nothing. Okay, no problem. One more pull. Okay, bye. No, I'm not gonna pull anymore. Yeah, because this is only 20,000 diamond. I want to save it for the perfect Xiong. I want to see like what the perfect Xiong can do. I have a good feeling about the perfect Xiong. If there's no perfect Xiong, then that's it. I'm gonna go all out on this banner. If I can get more Phoenix, then it will be really good for my new type machine team. And then the Hathaway too. Maybe one more pull. No. Can you try Rona on the God Gundam Iron Mask? You mean the voice line? Why can't you do it yourself? Zibuk, does he call out Cecily? The Master League is really test type and wide. Yes. I'm aware of patient. Maybe I did 5 multiples. I got the limited ship on the second and I F91 limited on the 5th. Do I stop? Yes. Just stop. If you already got them, just stop. You can always upgrade them later, okay? So just stop. Save your diamond on other things. Oh, white is literally all the protagonist Gundam. Yes. Almost every single Gundams are white. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my stories now, you know, and also this one, the fierce enemy assault. I haven't done this. I wasted 6 skips, but it's okay. I don't really need the fierce enemy assault anymore. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this in my own free time. I think the stream is finished. So that's it for tonight's stream, guys. Yeah, we've already analyzed everything. The banner is very much worth it. But I would still say that you can wait until the next banner reveal. And you can go all out on this one, okay? But if you do get Sibu Anno, like if you do want to pull in this banner, grab the pilot, okay? Like, definitely the Sibu Anno first, like this one, this guy is really great pilot because he can be used on every single unit and be a single chance step pilot with very high range damage, okay? So that guy first, and then if you are limited on diamonds, then don't go on the other ones, okay? The supporter is limited, but still, like test type requires a lot of limited time units. Like if you don't have them, then you cannot really maximize building a test type team. And the rest are non-limited, so you can just safely grab Sibuk Arno and that's it. Stop over there. But the Dev Stallion here is very worthy to be pulled, you know. But because this is a non-limited pilot, you can always get him on any other banner, especially if the Premium Unit Assembly version 3 comes out, he should be in there probably. Okay. So you can always just grab him later, but if you want to make use of the higher chance from the banner pool, then grab the pilot too, like Dev Stallion. Okay. So just the pilot, just pull the pilot. Yeah, really great. His voice sounds very robot by GG. Okay, thanks. Oh yeah, if you want to see him on the God Gundam, let's just try that once. Wait, not on my account. Another account. Okay, let's just try that once and that's it. We're gonna go to sleep. Tofinga. God. With the mask man. Where's the mask man? There we go. Shit. Okay, Tenpool gave me the support defense pilot. Good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. So you got the pilot. Yeah, it's gonna help you a lot. Okay, the pilot. It's a really, really good pilot. Oh my god, I need to redo. Wait, where's that guy? There we go. Let's pause the music and let's listen to this.
この私に逆らった代償払ってもらう。少しずつでも雑魚を掃除せねばな。これで終わりだ。
It's so flat with no emotion. So yeah, that's it for tonight's stream, guys. So we finished everything. We already tried everything, and we already talked about everything. So reset the pool rates. Yeah, we already did that. I wonder if they plan to release a limited specialized speed next one. No, probably not gonna be another limited supporter because we need a break. So yeah, that's it for tonight's stream, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. So bye bye.